Hey guys, I just want to go over here and fix something. I've got to buy my hair dye, and then I am going to look at some things while I'm eating salad. Because I had that live of Jimmy's, well, not live, that premiere, but I had to edit that whole video, and it's a lot. It was a lot to do, and then I got talking to Scooter, and got later, and then I said, oh crap, I need to dye my hair, and I don't have hair dye. Well, that's what I'm ordering right now. Tried to shop for a certain steam mop today, but could not find it. I wanted, oh, chocolate. I have chocolate cherry. Chocolate cherry hair. Okay, there it is. Okay, do I want to do that? They have a, I don't want to do dark garnet red. When did I wish I knew when I colored my hair last. It wasn't that long ago. Just don't think this is I don't want dark burgundy. Cocoa red. Color ultimate hair color cream. I don't know, I never had good luck with color cream, with the cream. I don't know, maybe it was just one note. This is a cocoa red. I wonder what that looks like. Let me see. Mahogany red, ruby red, cocoa red. I wonder how that, it's the same brand, but it's, I wonder how it, cocoa red. Huh. What does it say? I don't want anything with ammonia. Shines like a diamond. Color, lasting, shine that is sure to stop the show. Okay. It says it's vibrant for 10 weeks. Yeah. Sure. What about ammonia? Yes. Has ammonia hydroxide, which is a low percentage of ammonia. Red is a very hard color, so I have a few tips. If you have longer hair, buy 2 boxes. Love this color. It doesn't wash out as quickly, this woman is saying. Chocolate copper. No, I don't want chocolate copper. They're saying it looks really good. Be warned, there will be a lot of residual orange color that washes out the first few times. It does stain things easily. maybe I'll order one of these and order one of the other ones just in case. So cocoa red. Okay, let me do cocoa red. No, not ruby red. No, not vintage red. Cocoa red. Let me get that. I don't even know what that ammonia is because the other one doesn't have ammonia in it. Let me get the other black cherry. Sorry if you're here. I will be right there. I just have to get this. Black cherry. Okay. So that's the ultimate hair color cream. How come? Oh, they have it in black cherry. No, I don't want black cherry. That's what Lisa D. I want chocolate cherry. I would, Danielle, if you're here and I can't see the chat, though people would like to see I'm zooming in on it. I can't see the chat. Did you use the color cream, the Schwarzkopf color UL Time hair color cream? Did you use the cream or I don't know? I'll just get the chocolate cherry too. Okay. Let me see. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to want that. Okay, I'm just going to get that. Okay. Let me just check out with this. Check out. So I've got chocolate cherry and cocoa red. We'll see what happens. Okay. Let me go back to the live stream. Where's the live stream? Order placed. I thought I was here. Maybe I didn't go to the live stream yet, because I don't think I did. Because I didn't see any of you yet. I just went, hold on. Taking forever. Okay, now it's going. Hello there. Hi, Move to. Hi, Shar. Hi, Shay. Hi, Mimi. Hi, Alma, Aurora, Hurricane Holly. Let's see. Marissa, Alma. Alma, I don't know why, but there's two of you. Not here. In the administration thing. I have two different Almas. Move to Sammy Neiman. Long time no see, Sammy. I love the color used. Well, that I did get one of those. I've used it the last 2 times. but it just washes out so quick on the new growth. It's driving me crazy. I feel like I'm not even going 2 weeks or something. Monolane, Carolyn K, Ann Morrissey, Primrosa Chick. Thank you. Carla M. E.F. Hutton Grayson. Sorry, I had too many videos today, Carla. Robbity Bob, Tracy B. The title is bugging you? Why? What's wrong with the title? Eating? Oh, Eastings. I'll fix it. I should put my glasses on and look at what I'm typing. Sorry about that. Thanks for letting me know. I think it's right. Eating salad. Shopping and rumors. Yeah, the rumors were, what's going on? Because somebody told me that Sophie Long wasn't returned after a visit with her father. Is that true? Is that true? I quickly did a search in the news and saw nothing. So I don't think it's true. I don't know. Maybe it is. I don't know. Hi, Angel. Dorothy, why are you here? You hate me, Dorothy. What are you here for? I see your name. All you do is say hateful things to me. You say hateful things about me everywhere, Dorothy. And I don't know what you and I don't think have even ever had 2 words to each other. Yet you spit venom when you talk about me. And that's a real problem because I don't know you from Adam. And I don't know why you spit venom when you talk about me. But I think it's really a little bit of a problem. There's a few people like that. It's not just you, Dorothy, that I don't even know who they are. And they're just spitting nails about me. Now you're saying, I want to say I'm sorry. I've said things that upset you. Well, you didn't say them to me. You've been around in every other stream calling me a nasty, horrible person. I'm glad that you're sorry, but I don't know why you began that. I really don't. I don't understand it at all. And you've wanted to pit Scooter against me. You've tried your hardest to say that a video that's a joke is not a joke video. I don't know why. I don't know why. Do you get pleasure out of splitting people apart? Do you get pleasure out of causing grief in other people's lives? Isn't there enough grief in people's lives that you don't need people to manufacture it? I wish you could enlighten me because I want to know why people do this. I have no idea. And I'm talking about people that don't know me from Adam, like yourself, that feel nothing but rage and contempt for me, that you go all on everything and just say horrible things. And I don't know why. I just wish I knew where it came from. I don't know. Yeah, why the change of heart, Dorothy? I understand that you aren't happy to see me in here. I needed to apologize. I can't control it if you... No, I'm asking you a question. You sit there in some of the most horrible streams where people just attack me and my family relentlessly. I don't get it. I really don't get it. I'm at a loss. Because there's a bunch of you that I don't know, and you seem to think you know me, and I can guarantee you, you do not know me. And you make it sound like I'm a horrible, rotten person that has done the most, just, I can't even tell you. But the thing that bothers me is that you guys have so much rage in you for me. And that's not normal for someone you don't know like that, that's never done anything to you. And I know for a fact I have never done anything to you, Dorothy, because I don't even know you, Dorothy. I wish you would just enlighten me. Would you like to come on the panel? I really would like to. I'm not going to get angry. I don't sit here and scream at people. That's not what I do. I just would love to, if you would enlighten me on how this happens, then maybe I can understand. I accept your apology, Dorothy, but I would really appreciate it if you would explain to me where it came from. Did someone put you up to it? What was the deal? Moonlight View? What is gospel? Hi, Anna. Would you come up and explain it to me, Dorothy? I really would. I really would appreciate, you know, the apology is great, but I would love it if you would just explain to me where it came from. All I want to know is where it came from. Sad news. Sorry, Natasha's recliner. Leslie Romani, I hope you feel better. Johanna Marie, hello. Is she still here? Is Dorothy still here? Would you feel better if Scooter was on panel when you came up? I can get Scooter on panel too, because I know you have a sense of humor, and I know that Scooter's video was a joke, and she even says it at the end. But you kept going around and saying, no, it was true, or that I put Scooter up to that, and I'm this horrible person that has to boss and dictate to people, and I don't do that. After talking with Scooter, she made me realize how unfair I was. I wasn't putting myself in your shoes. For some reason, I wasn't. But even without empathy for my loss, Dorothy, I don't understand. Here's what I don't understand, and I really wish you could make me see it. You knew Scooter about as well as you know me, okay? I know that. And so I don't understand why you were seeming to try to triangulate and break apart me and Scooter by telling Scooter all this stuff, and I just want to know why. Has nothing to do with my loss. I want to know why you're saying I was such a horrible person. I wish I could understand that. I honestly believe that while in large groups, people adapt the sentiments and opinions of others in that environment. I think it makes them feel like they belong somewhere. They join in drama, Henny says. Hi, Tammy. It's kind of human nature when MRB tells us what is horrible, then we go watch to see what was said. We only add views to them. Okay. I wish you would come on, Dorothy, and just... I'm not somebody that screams and yells, so... Hi, Christy Love. But I would just like to understand what my flying squirrel is finally using that really expensive wheel we had to get. He or she, I don't know, is finally using the wheel. That's what you hear. If you hear that noise, that sounds like that's the wheel. Just so you know. It isn't only about your loss, it's about being critical of you as a creator. I loved your coverage of the Sievers case. Okay. But I don't know. I think it was with Rabid Dog or something. Is that when you became... I want to know, what... Did you take offense that I said that if... Rabid Dog, that I was very upset about a conversation that he had that was very defamatory to Shanann, and I didn't want him here anymore? Rabid Dog has shown himself for who he is, and I was spot on. Just saying, okay? And so did the Emily lady. She showed exactly who she was. Dorothy loves to say really awful things about you. I know she does, and I wish she would just tell me where this comes from. Because, you know what? I mean, I don't know if you think about it, but the hate that you create, and it's not true, that's the problem. If somebody's a real awful person and you're saying, look, they've done really awful things, they're saying horrible jokes, fine. But if somebody has done nothing and you're going there and yet you're knowing what they're going through, like all of the threats, and I know you've known the threats because they've been played on air, and you're just making up more hate for them, and it's not even real, I don't get it. I don't understand, Dorothy. I really don't. And I think you're from Boston, and I'm from New York and New Jersey. Why can't you just come up here and speak with me about it? You're not the only one doing it, Dorothy. There were other people. And I'll talk to people I know and I say, I don't even know this woman or this man or whatever. They think they know me. And then they'll start going around just saying, oh, she's a horrible person. She's like, as if I'm killing babies in the street. That's how bad they're making me sound. You were right about Rabbit. Yes. I didn't realize at the time. He made it sound like you were trying to tell him, no, I was not. He was lying. Yes, he was lying. And I have emails. See, because I'm not a person that goes dragging out emails and personal conversations. But there were personal emails between Rabbit and I, and there were personal messages. Okay, so when I said what I said, I meant it. Okay, and he was going down a bad path. He was with a toxic person. Okay, he was doing crazy things. Then he was begging me to help him get his channel back, and that he had stopped with this toxic person when we know this toxic person never stopped. And yet, I'm the bad one. And I even helped him try to get his channel started. Then when I saw him on that panel and they were saying terrible things, no, that's where I draw the line. That's it. I'm not going to have somebody on that's bashing Shanann and the family, whether they are actively saying that thing or not. They're on a panel where it's happening. They're with this creator that does nothing but that. At that time, Lewis was just saying he hated her and he didn't even know her. And this guy was thinking that's his best friend, his new best friend. Sorry, I don't want any part of that. They can go wherever they want. You just won't come here. That's all I'm saying. But I just don't know why you pitted, like, because you didn't know Scooter. I know you didn't know Scooter because Scooter tells me she didn't know you. And I don't know you. Okay? And all you know of Scooter is for when she went on a panel because she was so upset with how I was being treated, which she should have never went on that panel because they bullied her on that panel. And that was wrong. But you tried to come in and okay, don't get rid of Lewis. Don't get rid of Lewis, please. Please don't get rid of Lewis. I want to read his comment, please. You don't need to kill babies. Oh, Alma, please don't get rid of Lewis. You don't need to kill babies in the street to be a bad person. I could develop some kind of respect for you if you don't function only inside this echo chamber. Enough with the echo chamber, because that comes from your friend Rabbit, and it's so overused. It's like how everyone is a narcissist. Echo chamber on YouTube, get another word. It's so ridiculous. Okay? Plus, you never apologize ever. Really? Yeah, I think you will find that I most certainly do apologize. So, Lewis, here's a thing for you, okay? You don't know me. You think you know me. How do you know me? How do you know I don't apologize? Because I haven't apologized to you? And for what would I apologize to you? Tell me, please. But how does that tell you I don't apologize? Did you expect me to apologize to Rabbit when you don't even know the text messages and emails and then I was right, okay? Or to Emily? Is that what you wanted? Because I'm trying to think, or to Kay when you lied about how Kay sent me the messages. Lewis, you don't know the first thing about what Kay, how she has contacted me. Her first contact with me was to call me up screaming because she didn't check something out, and Save Robbie told her, and this is right from her own mouth, that I was the one that was harassing her. And so instead of checking it out, instead of calling me nicely, she called me and immediately said, "You have to stop harassing me." Blah, blah, blah. I said, "What are you talking about? I'm not harassing you. What are you talking about?" And then right away she flips like a switch and goes, "Well, Save Robbie told me it was you." Please, Lewis, you don't understand and you don't know. And the other morning, she contacted me. She didn't say, "I heard that you might have called the police. Is this true?" No, that was not the text at all. It was a mean, accusatory, I know you did this type of text, and I've already shown it. Okay, Dorothy. Let me send you the thing for the panel, okay? So I really would like to hear this, Dorothy. I really need to understand. I wish we could get Scooter. Scooter, are you here? I have to put this over here to get the number. And I'm sorry that I'm eating salad, but I didn't eat my salad with dinner, and I did give a put it in the headline. So if you're coming in, you know that I'm eating salad, and I'm really sorry that I'm eating salad. Okay, but I'm almost done. Oh yeah, and Lewis, you know what? I lose respect for you because you have to go to looks all the time, and what's more than that, total lies. I'm 80 years old. I'm 70 years old. Yeah, nice try, Lewis. You know, I mean, that's so absurd. And for someone that doesn't even show his face, okay? And that's all that's petty girl, mean girl stuff, and I know where it comes, and I know who's telling you to do this and who you think you're earning points with by doing it. It's obvious. And I think what you're really upset about is because I know who you are. And I know how you operate. And I know who you're trying to please with all this stuff. And that's okay. Hey, if she's your friend and you're trying to please by playing the same game she does, that's what you're trying to do. What can I tell you? I can't believe my flying squirrel is finally using that. Scooter, are you here? Scooter, I'm going to put this in the moderator chat, please, if you're here. Would you come on, please, with Dorothy so we could talk this out, the three of us, please? Okay, if no one tells you to do anything, then how come, okay, you have it all wrong about the text message? She didn't call and say, she didn't write and say, hey, I'm hearing that you called the police. Okay, that's not what happened. I showed the text message. And why did I show the text message? I showed the text message because that's exactly what she does. And when somebody just comes on and accuses me, not once, not twice, but this is the third or fourth time that she's done this. The only time she contacts me, and believe me, I don't need her to contact me at all, okay? But it's just to be accusatory and on the warpath, okay? And her information is always wrong. Lewis, why would I call the police? Tell me why the police would go there. Come on, really? Okay, Dorothy, I'm trying to get your email because I had to copy the number, and then let me see if I hope I can still find it. Let me see. I hope I can still find it. Hold on, Dorothy. I'm trying to find the email here. Dorothy. Dorothy, why can't I find your email anymore now? Can any of the moderators see Dorothy's email? Is it just me? Oh, wait, I see it now. I see it. I got it. Hold on, I got it. Let me copy it. Okay, Dorothy, I'm sending it your way. Okay, so I'm just going to put Zoom link in it, Dorothy, okay? Okay. Okay. All right, I sent it to you, and I don't know if Scooter's going to join us or not. Just see if she does. And Lewis, you see, you're always going after looks when you don't show your own face. You took away one of my eyes, okay? You think you know me. I'm telling you, you don't know anything about me. Nothing. Zero, zilch, nada.
I'm here.
Oh, here you are. Good. I didn't know that was you.
Is Dorothy calling in?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was almost all the way caught up.
Dorothy, you can call in just with the phone number if you want. You can call in just with the phone number. What kind of device are you on? If you're on a computer, she's on a computer. I don't know. What device, type of device are you in?
I wasn't sure you were coming on. I had just gotten into bed.
Oh, yeah.
But I see you had been on for like 17 minutes, so I clicked on and I rewound. And I've been listening back on 1.75 speed.
Louis, I don't know if you know, if you want to have any kind of an intelligent debate with someone, the minute you go after someone's looks and petty things like that, you've lost. Do you know that? Okay? Do you know that there's a lot of people that come after me? You hear about, like, don't throw stones if you live in glass houses. They live in glass houses. If I wanted to, I could go back and I could be there till tomorrow still hurling stuff at the things that they have that I could pick apart. I don't do that. Why? Because exactly the reason I just told you. You've lost any type of debate when you don't have real things. You don't have facts that you're bringing. So you go to hurt them. I've seen pictures come around of that they say are you, and they look very, very different Very different from your profile picture. And I think that you should, if that is what you look like, you should own it. No, Lewis says, I think if many people come after you, you kind of have to wonder what you're doing wrong. There's very few people that come after me. And the people that come after me, I tell you why they come after me. It's very obvious. Okay, they have something in common. And we know what goes on in Discord groups. But they're very upset with me because a lot of them came from those Facebook groups. And to them, I was a shiner. And so the hate began from there. To others, they're envious of what has been built on this channel. And that's why they come. That's why they say in the comments, she should go off YouTube. You think it's because they care about me and my mental health? Don't tell me about my mental health. I go to a grief counselor. Okay? So they're not worried about my mental health. They want me off of here so it's someone they don't have to compete with. That's what it is, Lewis. I thought you were a little smarter than that.
I know what he's upset about. What he told me the other night, Carolyn, was when he first came on the scene.
Yeah, but I didn't. He lied about what I said.
Well, yeah, because you said you
I said first of all, Lewis, you had a different name when you came on. Did you not have a different name, Lewis? You did. Your name was not Lewis when you came on to the scene right after the Netflix movie. And did you really forget what you said? Did you really forget? Did you forget where you said you lived? On that very first time with Rabid Dog up there, did you forget where you said you lived? It wasn't Mexico City.
Tammy, what are you talking about? Yeah, she can't use StreamYards though. Dorothy, Carolyn has Zoom. You have to use Zoom. Just click on the link. That's all you have to do.
Dorothy, you can call in with that number.
She said she can't use her phone.
Oh,
for some reason.
What do you have? What are you on, Dorothy? Hi, first
She said she's on a Mac. She's on a Mac.
Well, then you should be able to.
Apple.
Okay, well then she should just be able to download Zoom and come on. Just download Zoom. If you click on the link, it'll probably bring you right there.
She said, I'm on a Mac, but my son set up the Apple cloud crap, and I don't remember the password.
She's on a Mac, but she doesn't. Okay. And you can't call in on that number? Why can't you use your phone, may I ask? Can you just call? You can't call in just using your phone?
She said something about she can't use it in her house or something like that. I don't know. I saw her comment earlier.
But what
I wish
about
you would call in somehow, Dorothy.
But what about using your phone to download Zoom and come in through the link? Could you do that?
She hit the link. It took her to Zoom. It wants her to install it. She doesn't remember her Apple password to download apps.
Okay. Your cell doesn't work. But all you do is need your internet, and you can come in on Zoom. You obviously have internet, right?
But she said she hit Zoom and to install it, but she needs her Apple password.
Even on your own phone, Dorothy? What about on your own phone? You can download the Zoom app. No? Yes? I don't know.
Robbity Bob says they don't have a Zoom app on their laptop.
You have to download it, Robbity Bob. I can't download it because of the Apple password. Let me see. Okay, but okay. On your own phone too, it's the same password?
Hi, Gail.
When you don't know the system. Hi, Gal B. Hi, Deborah.
Hi, Sleeping Beauty.
Hi, Sleeping Beauty. Hi, Jamie Fogarty. So, let me get this right. Lewis, you have made how many live streams about me calling me every name under the sun, correct? And this all because you're upset. You have your feelings hurt that I said, you said that night when you came on that I watched the Netflix documentary. I heard the woman who called Shanann a bee. You already you hated Shanann. You hated her. You said, I hate this woman, though you didn't know her. You used some kind of Taco Bell explanation to explain how you could hate Shanann. You said horrible things about her. You also said you had a different name when you came on, a totally different name. I can't even remember what it was, but it was a totally different name. And then you said you were in Spain, okay? And that's the one that Rabid was on. Why do I know that? Because that's the one that Rabid was on where I then took exception with Rabid. So, Lewis, here's what I'm saying. Let's say you want to say, no, you misunderstood. I didn't say I was in Spain. I said I was from Spain or I lived in Spain. What does it matter? Are you trying to say all of the horrible things you said about me, all of the videos you made about me, you took out my eye, you've said the most horrible things about me, you've tried to, Lewis, what kind of man age shames a woman and wants to say that I'm 60 years old? You know damn well I'm not 60 years old. You know I'm not 70 years old, yet you said both. Okay? And you've said it from the get-go. You've went with little petty insults to try to get to me. And Any man that does that, oh boy. But let me tell you, if they're not doing it to please a woman, then they better really get their head examined. They should get their head examined either way. But look, man, if you're saying that
Yep,
stuff of
yep.
your own volition, I'm really worried about you. I really am. But anyway, let's not even go there. If you're telling me you did all of that because you didn't like that I said you were from Spain, you most certainly did, Lewis, say that about Netflix. But here's the thing. Let's say I misheard that and you said, is that the reason you've been on the attack? Is that how you handle things? So you've made video after video after video about me. You've attacked me and called me grotesque things that you know are lies. Okay? You've attacked my family. Because you're upset that, let's give you the benefit of the doubt, that I misheard something? That seems crazy. Somebody that you hate and somebody that you don't even know? Why would that affect you so much? I did say I was in Spain. Okay, so we've got Spain. So you are worried that I said that you sought Kay out because you heard her in the Netflix, and I know you said that. Okay? You said that. You said, I heard that woman say that, and I knew I had to find out who she was. And you arrived on that stream as if you had never met Kay before, but as soon as you came up, you were her yes man. You can't deny you were her yes man. Okay? And you have always been. Okay? So, wow. If I used your logic, Lewis, with all of the things Kay has said about me, how she lied about my son's death, how should I be treating her? Should I be making video after video after video saying what a hideous person she is? Should I go after her age, her weight, her looks, her social status, her channel not growing? Should I go after all that? Tell me, Lewis, is that the way I should handle it? That the horrible things she said about me? You're not making any sense. You're not being mature, Lewis. You're not. And the fact that you're coming here almost a year after this and worried that I said you were her yes man or a paid troll? Come on, Lewis. You've crossed the line of things you've said. Okay?
There's no, Lewis, like I tried to tell you the other night, there's no reason to feel this way about Carolyn. She is a good person. I promise you. She's a wonderful person.
No, I wouldn't be happier if I used your logic. Going after people's looks, their age, why would I do that? Lewis, I'm sorry. No, I took debate. The minute you have to go and use that kind of stuff, you've lost it. You've lost the argument. Sorry, Lewis, no. Using your logic is a 5-year-old. I don't want to use your logic. It's the logic of a 5-year-old. Name calling? Come on. Really? Please. What's going on with Dorothy? Thank you for becoming a member, Maria. I'm sorry.
Hopefully she's calling in. Hopefully she's trying to.
Lewis, do you realize? Okay, let's say Scooter, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. Scooter misunderstands something I said. She goes somewhere, and we're not friends. She goes somewhere and says that she heard me say this. So then I just go on a 10-month attack of Scooter. A 10-month attack because she said something about me that she thinks she heard, not something she made up. Okay? And it's unfortunate that all those videos are down. It's unfortunate, Lewis, because not knowing you from Adam, there was no reason for me to make up anything about you. If I ask this chat right now and they've seen you with Kay, can you guys put a 1 in the chat if you feel that Lewis was used by Kay as a yes man? And don't put it just for me. Put a 2 if you think he was not. And if you don't know, don't even answer the question. But if you've seen Lewis with Kay and you think he was used as a yes man, put up a 1. If you think he was not, hi, Preach Queen, I haven't seen you in a while, put up a 2. And if you don't know, you don't have to put anything up.
Hi, Anna Sweden. Hi, Alyssa. Deborah Vancouverton.
1 from Mimi. 1 from Pamela. 2 from Melissa Odin. Barbara Murray, I know where you come from, so that's really... Okay. 1, Tina. And a T. Dark before dawn, all these names. Okay. Well, the ones have it. The ones have it, Lewis. So if you're her yes man, her wingman, whatever, own it. Own it. It was obvious to anyone that listened that's what she used it. I want to hear every night and said, you know what, I really like French fries without salt. Isn't that right, Scooter? Aren't French fries without salt the best thing ever?
No, because I have to have salt.
No, but you're supposed to be my yes man right now.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to demonstrate a yes man.
Yes, they are.
Okay.
They're great.
Okay. You know what I think is the best ever, and I think anybody can agree with me on this, that broccoli steamed with salad dressing is about the best and healthiest snack you can have at any time of the day. Isn't that right, Scooter?
That's right. That's right.
Right. Isn't
Yes,
it the
ma'am.
best and healthiest snack you could have?
Yes, it is.
It
Yes,
is,
ma'am.
yeah. And you know what I think? If you get hungry, it's always good to have packs of almonds in your car, because that is what a smart person does. Right, Scooter?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, if anybody saw that and I went on about everything, they would say, wow, Scooter's her yes woman. And they wouldn't be wrong. Okay, but you saw how she came out right away and told me, no, she has to have salt on them. Okay? That's because she's not my yes woman. She thinks for herself. That's the difference, Lewis.
I'm, what do you call it? The devil's advocate a lot.
She's always the devil's advocate, Lewis. She's always telling us, if we say something, well, maybe they thought of it this way. Okay? So that's the difference, Lewis. But yet you all call her my lieutenant.
Yep.
My minion. That she has to do what I say or else.
And that's far from the truth. Far from the truth.
Scooter's got her own mind.
Yes, I do.
Dorothy, it's in that thing. It's in there. Look on the whole thing. It'll say member. It'll say the meeting ID.
Yeah, that whole thing.
It's all there.
You can do it, Dorothy. See, this gets me upset because I just hate that you're getting come after, like, like this again,
Oh, I'm not worried about it. I really am not worried about
I
Lewis
know it
because
doesn't
Lewis
bother
doesn't know
you.
me and I know why Lewis is doing it.
I know, but it still bothers me. I just don't like that because you don't deserve that. You don't.
No, you called her Robert Redford, remember? You called her my husband. You forgot? Did you forget the nasty things you said about Scooter Lewis? Or did you.
He did apologize to me the other night on his panel about that. And I appreciated, I do appreciate that. I just want him to be nice to you and stop, saying these things about you and making these videos about you.
Lewis, I mean, the logic that you're using is like someone stepped on my toe in the grocery store, so I burned down their house, I burned their car up, I killed their dog, and I killed their cat because they stepped on my toe and they didn't say they were sorry. That's. You crossed a line. Do you understand, Lewis? If for 10 months you are harboring that you think I said you're her yes man, and you want to tell me you're not her yes man, and for 10 months you have harbored, when you say nothing bothers you, but apparently this really, really bothers you. It really does. Nothing bothers you, but this bothers you so much that I rent so much space in your head, Lewis, that you make videos about me. You think about me so much. You go get pictures and make thumbnails about me. You watch me. We know you watch me because you talk about it, right? Scooter was there. So I obviously said something that's really gotten under your skin. Really gotten under your skin, hasn't it? So that's a lie. You said that nothing anyone could say could bother you because you're very, very bothered. If it didn't bother you, you wouldn't give a flip. You wouldn't give a crap. You know how much
Oh,
stuff Critical K has said about me? You think I go saying I don't want an apology from. Why do I want an apology from her? I know it wouldn't be sincere. Okay,
well, he
Dorothy.
said, Carolyn, I don't know if you saw the comment. He goes, haha, I never said I'm not her yes man. I never even bothered denying it.
Dorothy, can you hear us?
Oh, she's here. So you're okay right now? You're not upset or anything?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not upset at all.
See, I love that about you.
I'm not upset at all. That's why I'm saying I don't know why Lewis is so upset.
I love that.
Dorothy, can
She
you hear?
does
Oh, she's
own up,
connecting her
Lewis.
audio.
Lewis, she does own up to what she says and does. I promise you, she does.
Have I
Just
ever
because you don't.
apologized to you, Scooter?
Yes, you have.
So there, I blew it out of the water for you, Lewis. I've never apologized to anyone, right?
Have I ever apologized to you?
Yes. I
See?
think there was someone right in your chat that was very unexpected that said that she's had an apology from me. Said it right in your chat, and you all saw that. I know you did, but you looked past it.
Dorothy?
Dorothy, are you there?
She's here. She doesn't have her mic hooked up. Dorothy, you have to click on that Wi-Fi. It says Wi-Fi or audio. Just click on that.
She didn't bypass the password caught in the riptide. She had it. She had it the entire time.
Your camera won't, don't keep your YouTube on. No, Dorothy, don't keep your YouTube on.
How can, oh, Dorothy's there. So I think I am backstage. Do I have to keep my, no. Shut your YouTube off, or at least mute it, because it'll make background noise, echo. Yeah, just listen through your phone. So, yeah, turn your YouTube mute. Make it mute. Hi, Kathy from Texas. I think she is connected to the audio, isn't she?
Is she?
I
Because it
think.
wasn't showing it that she was. No, well, when I look, it says, it shows her camera off and then there's no microphone.
Let me see. Can you connect your audio, Dorothy? I thought you were doing it before. Look for an audio button on the a microphone or something.
Please, guys, can't we just all get along? Lewis, can't you have an open mind about Carolyn? She's not trying to say she's always 100% right on everything. And when she is wrong, she will apologize. And Lewis, it's not nice to come in and insult everybody in here either. Sleeping Beauty, Dorothy says for you to go out and then call back in and click on the microphone when you come back in.
Yeah, you might have to call back in, Dorothy.
Okay, Lewis. I just see everybody's going crazy in the chat.
Yeah, don't concentrate on Lewis. Let's concentrate on Dorothy and let's see.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Um.
Come on, Dorothy, Dorothy. Call back in.
Yeah, call
Might be
back in,
easier.
Dorothy. Try and immediately connect up your audio. Hi, Linda Uribe. Nana Patty.
Yeah, Lewis isn't deleting. He's being deleted by some of the moderators, I believe.
Lewis, we're not going to tolerate insults, okay? And that seems to be what you do. Again, and I'll say it, that proves you've lost the battle. And if you want to say someone is not intelligent, they're a heck of a lot more intelligent than you. If you can only go after someone's looks, physical appearance, age, weight, etc.
It would just be so nice, if so many of these people could
Yeah, but
start
yeah, I think that's high
respecting you
hope, Scooter.
and not bother, huh?
Well, yeah, I don't think anybody.
I mean, I know SR probably never will,
No, no,
what I
no.
mean.
But no, but I don't want to be with a
Right.
person like
I
I
know.
don't.
I know.
I
I
have
know.
no. I know when somebody
I
shows
know.
me who they are, I believe them.
Right. Right.
I have no desire. They'll only stab you in
Right.
the back again and again and again and again.
I know. I'm just saying, it'd be nice if we could have less channels coming after you.
It doesn't. You know, I'm not bothered by it because I know it just shows what they are. Okay, Dorothy. Hopefully you can connect your audio now. It's connecting. Let's concentrate on Dorothy.
Okay.
So I didn't know. She's saying she spoke to you last night.
Dorothy?
Yeah. Dorothy said I spoke to Scooter. That's what she said. Well, maybe she'll come on and say it. I don't know.
Yes. Yeah. She said something in the comments. Oh, I know. When I was on Lewis's, she said, after I explained, how I felt and stuff like that, and with the grief with you and everything with you going
Hello?
on with you.
Okay, Dorothy. Dorothy.
Oh, you guys can hear me?
Yeah, and
Yes,
everybody,
ma'am.
I'm going to tell you
Okay,
right
good.
now,
Now,
everybody,
now there's,
everybody is going to think you're BBT.
oh, I'm not. I'm from Boston though, but my accent's a lot thicker than hers.
Okay, it's not.
And I have
Let me just
bronchitis.
tell
I'm
them
just
because
getting
they're. All,
over
let me just
bronchitis.
tell them because they're all going to think it. Okay. That this is not
Yeah,
BB.
that's okay. I know who BBT is.
Yeah, this is not BBT. Okay. This is Dorothy, not BBT.
I almost gave you my last name.
Yeah, no, but they think that because anybody with the thick Boston accent and then
A
it's
similar
BBT.
accent, yeah.
Yeah.
And there's not many people from Boston, so I get it. Now I can't find a phone charger. I am so upset with these kids and devices and chargers and headphones. You know what I mean? I know
Yeah.
you know, Carolyn.
I know. Yeah.
It's a nightmare.
So Dorothy, just here's what I don't understand. You said you were talking to Scooter in the comments or something, or on the panel last.
When?
No, you said in here. I said what?
Yeah,
Somebody
last
asked.
night I thumbs up. I did.
Yeah. Okay. And here's the thing, though. I mean, honestly, you and I have never had a conversation. We've never been on a panel together.
No, we haven't.
We've never exchanged emails. We've never exchanged text messages.
Never.
And
Correct.
so I would say to Scooter, because some of your comments were just like out of this world, like, oh no, I know what she's doing, Scooter. She is a nasty piece of work, whatever it was. And I would say, where in the world does this woman think she knows me from? Why is she so hateful? Because I really struggle to you're not the only one. I struggle to understand it because some of these people that leave comments are just dripping with hate, and I want to know why.
All right, can we break it down and just questions and let me just address it?
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
But I do concur. We have never spoken, email, text, anything. Never been on a panel together. I agree.
Okay.
But like a lot of subs who haven't been on panels, a lot of people just don't do that. They're in the chats and stuff. I was a part of your channel for a while. I remember when Lisa, I don't know if she's still here, and some of your older mods. I guess around the time of, I'm out of breath, running around looking for chargers. I'm so sorry. A charger.
Yeah, both Lisas are still here.
People never speak with ours.
Mm-hmm.
So when you covered the Michael Sievers thing, that was fabulous. I had so much fun in the chat. It was great. And then I didn't leave for any reason that I was upset or anything. I was usually well received in the chat in your channel, and never had any issues with you. So I agree. Just like any other creator, I like some of your lives and others I don't. So I just move away. I don't attack or anything.
Right.
And I think that goes with any creator. You're not going to please every person every day. It's just not possible.
Right.
So then now I'm talking about the end of the summer, around September, maybe beginning of fall.
You're talking
Rabid
about
dog
of
came
last
back.
year, 2020.
Yeah, 2020. When Rabid Dog came back, because you
Right.
remember him being on Diane's channel and that whole fiasco with Emily.
Yes, and you know
And that
what? And you know,
toxic
he was
situation.
coming to me for advice. He was coming to me when his channel,
Right.
when he had deactivated his channel. Remember, he deleted it by accident. He asked me if I knew if there was any way to bring it back. He was telling me that relationship.
Well, that's interesting because he told me he deleted it on purpose. He needed a break. And
he
I'm
said
starting to
he
realize
said
how
he
much
did it
he
on
was
purpose.
not honest.
Right. He did it on purpose, he said, Dorothy, but he said to me that he regretted it. And that's what he said. He regretted it. He did it on purpose, but he regretted it.
Oh, okay. So he had regrets about deleting it.
Deleting it, and wondered if I knew any way that he could get it back.
I'm not familiar with that. I just launched a recovery support channel, so I'm just learning
Okay.
about
Well,
even
because
using
you can do
StreamYard.
two things.
I paid for
Yeah.
a monthly StreamYard, so I've never used Zoom.
Yeah, I pay for Zoom, but that's what I use. It's just easier because I don't know. For us, it's easier.
Why do you choose Zoom over StreamYard? I'm just interested.
Well, because I use.
Why do you prefer Zoom over StreamYard?
Because I use Zoom and I use Streamlabs with it. And I just, at the time when I started, they didn't have, it's OBS software, and then you needed something, and with Zoom, I can put 100 people on here, if it need be. The count that I pay for, so,
Right.
I don't know, it just worked for us.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. It just was, for me, it was difficult, but it's not your fault. It's because my son set up this Mac for me, and he put in the most ridiculous password. I mean, he told it to me, but I didn't remember it. But it had nothing to do pertaining to me personally. It was something to do with him. And some code. I don't know. So I can't download any apps until I write that password down. So I'm on my phone and I'm doing it through my Wi-Fi. So thank you for that suggestion, because I couldn't figure out how I would do it, because my self-service is terrible. I live in West Virginia now, in a very small town of 400 people. So you could imagine my self-service is very spotty.
Right. Yep. Okay.
So he left, and I emailed with him throughout that time that he went on Diane's, and then probably immediately after he left, and I wished him luck, and I hadn't really heard from him. And then I noticed he was back in September. I didn't get any more anything, just noticed he was back, and we chit-chatted a little bit. And he had said he wasn't around Emily anymore. And that situation had always brought a lot of heartache to him, and became between a lot of his relationships on YouTube with different creators, as you know. He would automatically blindly support her.
Right.
I'm so sorry, I'm getting over bronchitis.
Okay.
So in September, when he came back, I was supportive and I wished him luck. And he was worried that he wasn't going to be well received, but it went pretty well for him. But he hadn't met Kelly and her behavior, and just, I actually gave him a warning, like, be careful, because this is not a rational, reasonable person, unhinged, unbalanced, just be careful.
Right.
And sure enough, when he started coming back, and he met Lewis on Case Channel, and I was in there for that show. And, primarily he was going in there to try to be that other side to defend Shanann. But I think that as the conversations went on, he started to agree with maybe some of the unpopular or against Shanann type of scenarios, which that's his opinion. He has every right to have his opinion.
Thank you, Tammy.
I never got upset with his opinion, because it's a crime case. We talk about crime cases. We talk about every detail of everybody's life and every single case. So it's just the way it is. But of course, this case came with a lot of toxicity.
Yeah, it was a lot of petty stuff. But it was petty stuff, and it was
terrible.
It had no bearing whether she got her nails done one time a month or two times a month. It had no bearing on the case. It was pettiness again. coming from that creator, coming from the people on the panel. And what bothered me is Rabbit, and then Emily came on, okay? She started to come on, and she really started to hit the petty things, you know. And she irritated a lot of people.
Yeah,
Emily irritated a lot of people, even the people that went along with this petty stuff couldn't tolerate Emily. Just because,
well, she's annoying and an unlikable person to begin with. Let's be honest.
Unfortunately, yeah.
That girl is annoying.
And so she annoyed many people on there. And
well,
Rabbit,
you know, she had this desperate need.
Right, but
She has this
Rabbit,
desperate
the
need
reason I said it,
to be
Dorothy, I
liked by
came.
Critical K.
Right, but here's what happened. Let me just tell you what happened with Rabbit. I didn't
Okay,
approach
I'm
Rabbit
sorry.
at all.
I didn't realize you were going into a store.
Yeah, well, just real quick, you know, from New York, I try to tell it quick.
Go
Okay,
ahead,
so
go right ahead.
they were doing this pettiness, okay? So it wasn't about anything, again, that should have been discussed. I'm sorry, because you have a victim, it doesn't matter if they had their nails done every day, okay? It doesn't negate the fact.
Yeah, I understand.
So, okay,
I get it, yeah, okay.
So when the pettiness came, and then I saw Rabbit partaking in it, I came onto my show right here, and I just said to everyone I was extremely disappointed that someone that has been asking me for help, and someone that, you know, has up until this point been a person that has been fighting for Shanann and has defended me, because he defended me against BBT, okay? I said I'm very, very disappointed that he's taken part in this panel that was bashing Shanann, and I can't have it here, and I cannot have it, because at that very time was the time I believe he
What
was
month
going.
is this though, Carolyn? You're
What?
kind of losing me. What month is this? What month is
This
this?
was
that you're speaking
okay.
of?
This was the fall of 2020,
Okay. all
right after the Netflix movie. So the Netflix
Right,
movie
okay.
dropped on the 29th of September. This is probably October of 2020. Okay?
Okay.
So I said, you know, I can't have that. But let me just preface this, that this was
Okay.
right when he came back. He was actively trying to channel build. He asked me if I would please share his link out.
Bingo.
He came, yes,
Bingo.
yes, bingo, right. He came on one night and helped us we were recreating the Scott Peterson trial. We were going
Right,
through the
that was
actual trial to
interesting.
get ready for the new trial. And so
Right.
he came on and read for us one night, okay?
Right.
And we put his
Right.
channel link out there, and I think that night he went up like a few hundred subscribers, and he was so happy.
Right.
And then sent me an email thanking me. And the reason Emily had a problem is because when he mentioned that, and I said something like, well, yeah, so you've told me about that, and it was very toxic, and you've done a good thing to move away from that. Well, she has never forgotten that. To her, that is like horrible that I could say that. And that's where her vendetta came against me. So anyway, then it was the next night he went on Kay's panel. Now, I know he went there to channel build. And he then said, is it a mistake or is it not a mistake? He even made his own video because he was uncertain whether he should have done that. And when
Carolyn, can we stop at the is it a mistake, and let me just comment on where you are, and I'll stop at that point.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Okay. So I did notice that, you know, because you and him always had a good relationship,
yes.
and you were helping him build his channel again,
yes,
which went unappreciated at the end of the day. When you think about it,
yes,
he might have been grateful and thankful at that moment, but he sure didn't show it long term. And you know, even with Lewis, Rabbit felt like Kelly was trying to force him not to talk to Kay. And in my opinion, it drove him that way even more. And when he is over there and now completely changing his opinion to build his channel, I found that super unauthentic. I found that to be like, really? You're doing this? And even Emily started bashing Shanann and calling daycare baby jail. Sorry, Emily, you don't have children, but mothers have to make money. We live in the real world. We have children. Sometimes we put them in daycare. don't say that any mother that uses daycare is literally putting their child in jail. That's not fair.
Right.
You're
She had a lot. She had
criticizing
very strong
motherhood.
opinions, and had never had children. She got angry when I said that too, because every person, if you haven't had children, how can you speak about it from? You don't know. You can think about what you would do, but we know before we have kids, we're perfect. We're going to do this, that, and the other thing, and it doesn't work out like that, right? They're going to go to bed at 8 o'clock every night. They're going to do this. They're going to do that, and right? You do what
It doesn't happen
works,
like
and
that.
and
Right.
you do
Real
what
life
works for
comes
you.
in.
But somebody that doesn't have children, and even somebody that does have children, maybe you have a totally different lifestyle than me. Maybe I'm in a rock band and my kids are, homeschooled, and we go to bed at 1 in the morning and we get up at 1 in the afternoon, and that's our lifestyle. And you live a very rigid lifestyle. Even though we both have children, we're not going to agree.
Exactly. But for somebody with no kids to weigh in, and I know why she weighed in that strongly, was because Kay was the one that initially mentioned it.
Right.
And I'm not bashing Kay. That's her opinion. She's allowed that. But to hear Kay, Emily referenced it as jail. Kay didn't say it like that. She was just saying, for me, I would prefer not to use a daycare. I would prefer the children be raised and stay at home. And if she can have a one working household, one parent, that's great. Then do that. But Emily came on with that strong, assertive, it's Baby Joe. I found that so offensive because I had to put both my children in daycare. You just have to do what you have to do. You got to support yourself.
Emily was a nanny or babysat some children, and thinks that because, it's a lot different when you're getting paid to watch someone's children than when you're parenting children 24/7. There's a big difference.
Well,
She's
I don't
getting
even know
paid.
if that story
that's
she
a
tried to
huge
say
difference.
was even ever real, that she was living by coastal and going to Europe. Honey, the world is shut down. And then she was an interior designer. There's something wrong with that girl.
Right.
There's
Yeah.
something
No,
wrong
I
with
know.
her.
There's a lot of lies. Yes. Agree.
It's more than lies. It's like a very deep-seated sick illness.
Oh, yeah.
She's
Dorothy,
a sadistic person
could
and
I-
gets enjoyment out of it.
Could I cut in for a second? Did you say,
Okay.
did I see you say that you used to be the chatterbox?
Yeah, I was starting a true crime channel with a friend that I met on Facebook. So I got rid. I don't know why I deleted my Dorothy C account. I'm a moron. I don't know what made me do that. I just thought I was doing this crime channel and I didn't need the other account. So I opened mine was the Chatterbox 2 with a TWO. And my co-host, or the person I was doing it with, was the it's the Chatterboxes, and she was the Chatterboxes.
Because we used to have somebody here by Chatterbox or something.
Yeah, so that's why I thought that was
that
you.
wasn't me.
No, okay.
Nope, wasn't me.
Oh, okay.
No, I never came in as Chatterbox. Mine would have been the Chatterboxes 2, TWO.
Okay.
Yeah, and she had that name before she even met me, and I just thought it was hella cute, so I jumped on board. So she might have just been innocently using it was her account name. It was her right there. I just thought it was cute. That's it. It only lasted a couple of months. By the first week of February, that account, that wasn't going to work out. I just couldn't invest the time, and it's a lot of work, Carolyn, and I just couldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I just had to back out gracefully and say,
I
just can't. But it was unfortunate because I wish I still had the Dorothy C account, because that was I've had it for years. And now I created my Dorothy Marie account. I still use my first name, and I never hid who Chatterbox was, because if anybody, I would always say, hey, it's Dorothy C. So they would know that. I definitely
remember Dorothy C. I remember you being in here in Dorothy C. Yeah.
That's how you guys would remember me, as Dorothy C. I don't know why I deleted it. I'm just so stupid. I wasn't thinking. But whatever. I wish I still had it, but no big deal. But I had wrenches for a lot of people that I didn't want anymore, and deleting that account seemed like the answer. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Without having any controversy with anybody.
Yeah, but you could always deactivate, and it's better to deactivate than delete, because you might always change your mind.
Yeah, well, I had just started modding for some channels. I had never done that. I just started maybe at the end of the summer for a few channels. So, I wasn't even really too familiar with that process, with what I could do as a mod, but it's neither here nor there. So, anyways.
Okay, so we were at let's recap where we were. We were at the video that he made, was it a good
Right.
idea or was
Which-
it not?
Right. Which he dropped her name. Was
Right.
going on Critical Case a good idea or not? I saw that as such clickbait. Like, whenever you use her name, you're gonna get clicks. People are just interested, even just to hate watch,
Sure.
because she's a controversial person. So I saw him continue to do that. I found it very unauthentic, and I can't support that. It's fake.
Okay.
And it's not real. And you're doing this to and you want to grow your channel, then do it on your own merits. Do the work. Don't keep dropping Critical K's name. She's been around a while. She has her own thing going, her own channel. But when I saw that, so that's where I'm going to stop because I don't think I have anything else to add up until that point.
Okay, so
Because
and
I
then
hadn't
it was
left-
after
I
that
didn't
video.
leave the channel yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't left the channel yet, so I'll get into why that.
Okay, so it was after that video that I said what I said, and Rabbit came in the chat, okay, and he said,
What did you say though, honey? I don't know what you said.
I said that, now I'm trying to think, we had Kelly on one time. I think the time we had Kelly on, she came on, I don't think it was the night that the things went sour. Kelly was on, now Kelly barely came to this channel, and I will tell people that think I am good friends and very close with Kelly, are very, very mistaken, okay?
I never thought you were, but how long have you known our family? And when did they start even just leaving a comment
Okay,
in your channel?
I've known them a long time, and they've left comments
I
here a
knew
long
that.
time. Okay, but
I knew that 'cause they
I
think
don't want to
that
discuss them because
changing-
that's a private friendship. I
I
don't
know.
advocate for them.
No, I'm not trying to get into that
Yeah.
at all. I'm just saying that they just keep saying that
They've left
she
comments, and
introduced
we've
you
known
to
each
them.
other on YouTube from probably
Yeah.
the early days. Yes, and they were very
And I keep saying that.
yeah.
I
Okay.
keep saying Mommy Rambling knew them. You didn't do nothing. Mommy Rambling knew them. So
Yeah.
stop it.
Right.
All right, that's all I
So
wanna
yeah,
say
and
about
I
that.
don't
wanna do
exploit them or anything. So, but that's why I'm not going to discuss them.
Right.
That's a personal friendship for me. So that's personal between us,
Right.
and that's it.
And you never name drop them. Or
Never.
They said this. Never.
No, if
So
I wanted
respect
to,
your
you know,
friendship.
you would see that if that was happening, and it's not. Okay,
Right.
and that time when we
Right.
came
I
on
agree.
together, that was a mute. They wanted to do that. That was totally a
Right.
mutual thing, a mutual.
Yeah, you have the right
100%.
to
They
do
wanted
that.
to do
I thought
that,
it went well.
and that's
I
exactly
thought it went
what.
well.
Yeah, it did go very well. Okay, so let's
Yeah.
go back to this. Okay, so so Kelly came on. I'm trying to remember. Okay, if it was, Scooter, do you remember if the night Kelly came on? If that's the night Rabid?
Gosh, I can
Just-
barely remember her being on. I'm
About
trying to
what month?
remember.
I know
Just try to
they
tell
were
me
on
about
together
what
at
month.
one. They were on together at one time. Okay, and then
And what month?
it
September,
would all be in October. It would all be in October.
Okay, all right.
And okay, well, so there was one time she was on, and I know he was very like apprehensive already. And I honestly, I think that was the first time that her and I ever were on a panel. I didn't know her at all. I know she made some videos after my son died, and frankly, it actually caused me more harm than good because she started
Right.
this thing, this MRB army or something,
Yeah, that was
And
crazy.
Ridiculous.
and I didn't
It
even,
was
ridiculous.
ridiculous.
I didn't know her.
It's not respecting boundaries
Right.
and knowing what's appropriate.
Right, I
And she's
didn't
just
know
not
her
an
at all.
appropriate person.
I-
I agree.
Yeah,
I
didn't-
told her that too at the time. I was not
Oh
happy
God, she must
about
have got
that.
mad at you
You
too,
know?
Scooter. God forbid you damage her ego. You're gonna get slayed.
Well, no, because she came out of nowhere. I had no
Right.
idea who this woman was, and she comes right in and she's like,
Exactly.
"We are going to protect Mommy Rambling. We are here. We are going to be going after these trolls." And I'm like, "What are you even talking about?"
Right.
Yeah,
I
and I
said,
mean,
"That's
she
not
started.
what
Mommy
She
Rambling's
started an
not-
army.
Mommy Rambling's not about that.
Yeah.
I think she tried to lump her into the truth channels, and that's not her thing. She supports the family. Maybe you support the message. I don't know. I'm not going to speak for you, but you're not just a truth channel. You're not just putting out
No, I
anti-AD
wasn't
videos.
considered a
That's my
truth
thing.
channel. I was considered a lifestyle channel. And I mean, I did go on Team
Right.
Phoenix once, and I did say,
Right.
I mean, I've always done it in my own way. I've always, from the get-go, have been defender of Shanann. Like, I would not allow any I don't allow any kind of victim bashing, but especially in this case, and I think that's why that critical person doesn't like me, because I came out in the very beginning when they were laughing about the autopsy and they were all wrong, and I said how absurd it was, and I came out against that, and I've come out against it every time, and you won't find any time where I said that that I wasn't always defending Shanann, because she is the victim and the victim's family, and it was all wrong, and the Rusaks knew that. And I did go on Team Phoenix one time and speak on a panel when Frank and Sandy were there, and I just said, you know, I don't do this with any other channels. I'm not part of any other channels. I've done this on my own. I didn't even know that there were other channels that did that, okay? I've had a channel since 2012, well before that. And as I learned about that and finally was able to discuss true crime, because I tried many times, but I couldn't find, you know, I would be doing, say, a review of something and ask people, hey, have you watched Dirty John, or did you ever watch this podcast? And I wasn't getting much feedback from it. But then one day when my blog site, I had a crash of my server, and it was, you know, a blessing in disguise, because I was so aggravated because I had all these packages. You'll see my first videos, and there's my kitchen counter is like this high in packages that I had to review for my blog, and I couldn't do it because the server kept crashing. And at that same time, all the discovery was coming out, and I started to read it, you know, because I had time. You know, my server was down, and I just found myself wanting to say something, and I recorded a video like 3 different times, and I didn't put it up. And then I
watched them all when you had early coverage. I put all your videos because you stuck to the facts.
I put the third one up, and I'll tell you, I think it went up on December 13th, and all of a sudden I just saw like it was like crazy, right? And I said, what the heck?
Huge interest.
Yes.
Huge.
And people were going, oh my gosh, this is exactly the way I feel about this. Oh, can you do this? Can you look into that? Oh my gosh, this is the same way that I think. Oh my gosh. And I said, wow. And then it just took off from there, because my server didn't come back for like another 3 or 4 weeks or something. So in that time, I really got into going through that discovery. But from the get-go, when I learned about the murder sesh and all that stuff about Shanann, you could go back, because I don't delete my videos. You'll see me pull all of them apart that were part of that podcast.
I respect that. I respect that you let every video stay up. I totally respect that.
Right. So the only thing I said on Team Phoenix, I believe at the time, was that I have always defended Shanann. No one will ever come and you know, make a mockery of the victims or anything like that. They are victims, and they're to be respected in any crime. So the Rusaks had known that about me, but being a part of the truth channels, no, I guess I never was. Like, I never worked on any team with any of them or anything like that. It's not that I didn't like them. You know, I respect them for doing their work, but we just weren't part of it. Mm-hmm. So anyway, when Kelly came on, I was taken aback, because I didn't know what she was an advocate for. Okay. And I'll tell you something. She kind of just
butted in and inserted herself where she did not belong.
Oh wait, it's coming back to me.
Anything about the case?
It's coming. Yeah, it's coming back to me why she came on. She came on about Shanann's law.
For attention.
Yeah. Well, she came on about Shanann's law, but here's the funny thing. Okay, I have experience in grant writing. I have experience with Rosemary D'Alessandro, who is the mother of Joan, and is, you know, she's created laws, Paula's law, Joan's law. So I know that kind of stuff. Okay, so when Kelly came on, she really couldn't articulate what the law was. Like, she would go through, and what I said to her is, Kelly, you have to make this concise. It's got to have some bullet points, because if you go in front of your legislature and you go, they're not going to listen to this long drawn out thing. They want it. This is that law. Okay. This is what it does. Bing, bang, boom.
But wait, can I say something about that?
Yeah.
there's also, you have to make sure you're not violating rights and other, whatever. I mean, you got to start at a state level, really, wouldn't
Right,
you?
right. She
But
has to go
whatever,
to the
that's neither here
local,
nor
she
there.
has to go to her
And then
local
you have to see what
legislatures, right.
laws are already in place, and they're
Mhm.
not contradicting
Yeah.
that law.
And
There was so much work that takes years.
yeah, well, Rosemary did it, and I mean, I could put her in touch with resources, but frankly, she
Right.
wasn't ready for that. Okay,
No,
because
she's
she
not
couldn't even
qualified.
articulate what she want. Like she would
She's
go
not
into this big long
qualified.
thing. So I
Yeah.
was trying to be nice to her, and I said, but I think a lot of people saw then that she didn't really understand what it would entail. She didn't.
Right.
And then, if Rabbit was on that night, that may have been the night that he read for the trial, and I think it was. There was no big altercation with Kelly at that point. I think he was on, I think is when he went on K's, and then when I came back, then he made that video. I think when he made that video, then I just came in here and I just said something. I didn't make a title about him. I just said, I am very disappointed in someone that I thought was a rambler, someone that has defended me in the past, someone that I tried to help as much as I could. I am very, very upset that they went on a panel and they were bashing Shanann, and I didn't think it was right, and I'm sorry, but because I knew he wanted to come on. There was something else he wanted to come on about, and I knew that I wasn't going to be able to have him on. So I said, but I just can't do it anymore with him. And then who shows up in the chat was Rabbit. Okay?
Right.
And he said, Carolyn, let me have a link, please, please, please. So he came on, and I believe it was, I mean, I know I wasn't yelling. I don't think he was yelling, but I think he was just saying, well, why can't we discuss, and I was just trying to say, look, this person has said the most, I don't know, Dorothy, if you're familiar, but I must have,
I have, yes.
4,000 screenshots of the things she said about Shanann, and it's horrific.
Yes.
Okay? And I said, Lewis, not Lewis, sorry, Rabbit, you can tell me that, but this is not a person that I would ever trust. This is a person that has hurt the family, what she did with Frankie's picture, all this stuff, okay? It was, I don't even know how much I went into, but I just said, no, I'm sorry, you can go where you want to go.
Wait, can I comment
on
that? Just let me comment on that part. I didn't like that part of her coverage of the story either. But I'm the type of person that when a creator does a video, I don't like her, they have a specific opinion on the case that I don't like, I just don't watch, because I do find value in other things she does. Like the Michael Long thing, you have to admit she worked hard for that, and she got a lot of toxic, and you were on that same side. So you have to admit she does have some good things that she has done. She really fought for Kelly and Jake. And I really admire that, because she got bashed behind the scenes, threats, her children were contacted. She got a lot. So, I mean, I'm just the type of person that's just, I love true crime. So that's just one case. I know it's much more personal for you because you have a friendship, but to me, it's one case and that's her opinion. And I just don't watch that. And I know that I just don't really draw
I just think, Dorothy, I've maybe had more contact with her than you. And I just think, like, okay, she said, that my son committed suicide. And I've seen the video where she said that. And someone said, he committed suicide? I don't think so. And she said, and she was eating pizza. And I'll never forget.
I'm lost.
Catholic.
Carolyn, who said whose son? I don't know.
My son that passed away. She told everyone in this meeting, which it then became a public video, it was a Patreon video. It then became public and available to other people. She said that she knew that my son committed suicide.
I am not in her Patreon.
Okay. Well, no, so but it became out of the Patreon. But here's the thing, okay? She called me.
That's very hurtful to you, Carolyn. I know that hurts you.
It's very hurtful because she's lying. And I don't understand why anybody lies like that. That's what I don't understand.
If it was my son, I'd be furious.
Okay.
If that was my son.
Well, I was furious. Okay. So
I remember I tried to call in that night and she wouldn't let me.
Yes, I do.
I was sending her emails. I was polite pretty much, I mean, no, I guess I
You were
wasn't,
always polite too,
but
Scooter. You're always polite.
she was pissed off, saying for me to, never contact her. And because I said it was a lie, why was she saying that?
Okay, but so here's the thing, okay? One night I
I
got a call. So just so you understand, okay? One night I got a call, and I could look at my phone and I could tell you when it is, because I don't delete anything, even when people send me text. But my phone's on the charger. But it was it was after she made that statement, okay, about my son, and I saw this number come in, and it was an 810 area code, which is Michigan, and I didn't know who it was, and I picked up the phone and I said hello, and she said Carolyn, and I said who is this? And she said, it's K Marie. And I said, K Marie, because I didn't. And she goes, critical K. And I want to know, this is exactly how she started the call. And I want to know, but you better, why you're harassing me, you better stop, because I'll take legal action. And she was just off to the races. Okay. And I said, whoa, hold on. I haven't harassed you at all. What?
Let me tell you, and first-hand experience, there are some real toxic people out there, even just subscribers that you wouldn't think, that do create fake emails and would antagonize her.
Yeah.
And say it's you.
Yes, but listen.
It's happening all the time.
Right, and I have
doing it on purpose.
Right, but listen to what she
created fighting.
Yeah, but let me finish to what she said, okay? It didn't come from me. It didn't come from anybody pretending they were me. Listen. So she goes, the reason, so I said, hold on a minute. What are you talking?
She know that?
She said, oh, and it was an area code in New York, like way upstate. I think it was 75, area code I didn't even know, 757-716, some kind of, and I said, look, that is not my area code. That is not my number. Number two, that's not me. And then she said, well, Save Robbie said it's you.
Of course he did. Because he's a toxic,
I said, well, there you go. If he told you that because he can't stand me. And he wants to get you to do that. So then, I'm telling you, she turned like a switch, Dorothy. She turned like a switch and said, oh, well, listen, by the way, I know that we're both on the same kind of side about Michael Long, and I think we both don't like Jennifer, and I think we could be very strong.
Oh, Jennifer Justice?
Yeah.
Jennifer? Okay.
Yeah. She said, I think we could be much stronger together than we could apart, and I think we could take her down. And I said, look, I don't work like that. I'm not doing that. But while I have you on the phone, I want to say something to you. Why did you lie about my son? And she says, oh, well, Carolyn, I don't know why you're so upset about it. A lot of stuff has been done about my son. I said, that's not what I'm talking about. I want to know why you lied about my son and said that you knew that that's what happened, because that's a lie.
Well, maybe Save Robbie had her believing that.
No, let me finish.
Maybe she really thought it. No, that's not possible.
So, no. So then she said, well, yeah, I guess she said, okay, oh, well, that's what it could be Save Robbie, right? But still, Dorothy, you wouldn't say you're 100% certain if Save Robbie tells you something. Because Save Robbie is a bona fide liar.
I would not. Yeah, personally, me, I would never.
Okay.
But some creators do.
Okay. Well, okay. Let's say she did. Should she go on a Patreon and say something? Should she even discuss my son? My son should not be a topic of their conversation.
No, I don't think so.
No.
I don't think she should.
But okay. So when I said to her,
I wouldn't do that.
When I said to her, that was very hurtful. It was a lie. She said, well, I'm not going to apologize for it. And she also said that, yeah, let me finish. She also said that.
A quick, I'm sorry, I mentioned it, and I'm sorry it bothered you.
No, she never said sorry. She wouldn't. She made a point to tell me. She made a point to tell me she would not say she was sorry. She made a point to tell me that. And she made a point to tell me that if she was me, she would not be on YouTube, okay, if her son died. And I said to her right then and there, and I remember my words, I said, well, that's very good, because I don't want to be like you ever. And I said, this community has sustained me. This community is the reason I know, that I am where I am. And if it hadn't been for this community, I don't know where I would be. And if this is the community that I have friendships with, real life friendships, then why wouldn't I be where I get support?
Well,
Why
you know what,
wouldn't I
Caroline?
be?
Not only that, I even said it to a couple of my girlfriends today who are YouTubers. They just have accounts. I said that Carolyn has a good thing going. She's building her channel. She's up almost to $40,000. I'm sure that this is transpired just like Kay wants it to be a career. And
She
if you-
definitely
in
wants a
your
career
life,
with it, and she is intimidated. And
well, wait, I just want to finish. And in real life, if something like that happens, you still have to go to your job.
of course you do. Of course you do.
So yes, that's what my stance is. Like, I don't see a problem with it. She still has to show up for life.
Absolutely.
What is she gonna do? Lay down and die? No, you can't do that.
Mm-mm.
You have other children too. You
No,
gotta
and
keep
people would
going.
say, oh, I would go down in a corner and I would roll up into a ball. Well, what about your other
Well, that's
kids?
one of
And what about your income? And what about your house? And would it be
household,
better that you're living in a
food, your
cardboard
cars,
box
I
on the
get it.
street because you
Yes.
gave up everything?
Right.
My
Thank you.
son
I
wouldn't
agree,
want me to do
100%.
that. I know my son would not want me to do that. So anyway, when I said this to her, she said, well, that's that. And I said, okay. And then she said again, I'll say that, she said something about Jennifer taking her down. And I just said, no. And then I said, well, then we'll just go. She was out getting something. She was going to go on live. And we ended the conversation. That was it. And then the next time
the
she
end of the conversation, did you hang up? Was it angry? Did
No,
you
it
just
wasn't
agree to
angry. It wasn't
disagree?
angry. She
Were you
said
guys-
she wouldn't apologize
that's
to
good.
it. She said she didn't agree
All
that
right.
I went on after my son died, and I told her that
Okay.
I'm fine with that because I don't want to be in agreement with her because I'm not her and I don't ever want to be a person like her.
Okay.
So that was pretty much,
So
and then we just
basically, just stay in your own lane. Basically, you do your channel, I'll do my channel.
yeah.
But I'm
It was
sure
pretty
that
much,
didn't
yep.
end up transpiring.
And then,
let me
right.
tell you, Carolyn, then the subs will get involved and work it up, and it's just a whole thing.
right. And
It
then
really is, and I'm not saying it's not any part of her fault or anything, but there's shit stirrers in these communities.
Right. And then she still told me she was being harassed by someone and could it be Frankie? And I said, it's not Frankie. Frankie's not harassing
Why would
you.
he do that? I never understood that.
Right.
So I
So
agree
that's,
with you. Why
but
would-
then she came
right.
back and said, do I know this woman? And the woman's name was there. And I said, I have no idea. I've never seen that woman's name. And she said, she's not a Patreon of yours? I said, 100% no. And she said to me, be very careful. She's been harassing me. Okay. And that was it. That was the end of that until 3 days ago, when she sent me
Okay.
that text and it just came on like a freight train. It just said, when are you going to learn to stay in your own lane, Carolyn? Then prior to this, Kendall, I don't know if it's a moderator of hers, but it was the woman
Yeah,
she went
it's
away with.
I think they're friends too, because they went on a meet and greet. So yeah, they're close.
Right. She came in here and said, oh, well, good that you called the police on us, but it worked, it worked out better. Then they were on Lewis's channel saying that I called the cops. Now, number one, why would I call the cops? Number two, what would I tell the police? Hi, there's some people and they're having dinner there. Can you go there and arrest them? Why? The police are not going to do that. And I don't do that. I don't go real life like that in people's lives. That's not me. I
I never heard what happened. So the cops showed up because their phone broke up, and then I had a dip because of a family issue. But
Yeah.
so the cops
But
came and what?
apparently,
just
I
took the
think
two of them out?
somebody named Kath went on and said that they were sure it was me that called. And they just kept fueling this rumor that I called. And so by the next morning, okay, is when I think it was 8:10 a.m., I get that text from her. And I said, I have done nothing to you. I know you're going around
Right.
and saying that I've called the police. and I said, that ain't me, babe, like Bob Dylan, okay?
Oh, so
And
you have spoken to her after the meet and greet?
this was after the meet and greet. And
Okay,
she
so you
said,
spoke with her on the phone?
no, we texted.
Okay.
And then her next text to me was, well, I'm being told that you're bragging about it and talking about it, or I think that's what she said. But I showed, and I said, really? Where? And crickets. She has never responded because there is no response. There is no response
Right.
because I didn't call. She's not going to find anything to say that I called, any kind of real proof or anything, because I didn't call. So instead of responding, and Lewis is always talking about apologies, right? Wouldn't that be, oh, I'm sorry, I was mistaken. But it's never.
Okay.
If you talk about a person that doesn't apologize, it's her, okay? But anyway, I don't even
I
want
just
the
never
apology.
went back and
I don't
listened to
see.
the live.
That's where I am. I don't want an apology from Save Robbie. I don't want an apology from her because
Well, no, they cross boundaries that no apology is going to work at this point. I get it.
apologies aren't. People use apologies on here like I'll stab you 20 times and then I'll say I'm sorry, and that's supposed to be okay. We're all done and we can be friends again. Then I could stab you
Right.
again and
And
say,
then how many
sorry,
times-
Dorothy, I stabbed you again. But I was really upset that day. I'm sorry.
Well, Caroline, how many times have you seen Robbie apologize?
Exactly.
And he says he's just going to stop.
So
And
you
then
know
it
what his
just stops
apologies are
again.
worth? Caca. Nothing.
I
Okay?
agree with you. He's very, very evil.
Because he says,
I don't
I'm
like
sorry,
that.
and then he turns around the next day and does the exact same
Your
thing.
actions speak louder than your
Exactly.
words, and I hate useless,
I say
meaningless
one thing?
apologies.
Nana, I just talked to Nana. She's like, she was a Rabbit's mom. And then she was Cher's mom. And then blah, blah, blah. Nana, that doesn't define me as a human being. It doesn't define me as a person. This is YouTube. Stop taking it so serious. I go in and sometimes I would mod for lives. I never talk to them behind the scenes. Rabbit, I talked to once, voice to voice. So I don't take it all that serious. I'm not that into their private lives and strategy. I don't get involved with that. So I wish you would stop saying things to me, Nana. I don't want to be mean to you, but stop. It's YouTube. Sometimes you don't control when you're in a chat. Someone
Dorothy,
just
I
writes
do
you
have to say
YouTube.
something. When you say it's YouTube, right? But YouTube is real
Yeah.
life. It really is.
Not for me. I go in and I watch some videos. It's not for me though. I don't create my friendships off of it. It's just
Well-
not for me. So sometimes I'll be in a chat and somebody will just throw me a wrench.
But see, I think
I'm-
okay, here's the thing for me, okay? And I'll tell you what it is. People that say YouTube isn't real life usually say that because they're like Robbie was a person that used to say that all the time. And
Right. But
And-
he's much more hyper and angry about everything. Like he gets really the
And
only
I-
person I'm trying to slay right now is Kelly.
right, okay.
So
But
That's
let's
it.
go back.
That's
Let's go
all.
because we're going all around. So let's finish this
Okay,
rabbit
all
dog thing, okay? So
Okay.
Kelly came on, and I think it was the night we read, and then Rabbit came on, and we had some words, and I said, "No offense, but I can't have you on panel anymore. You can go wherever you want." And now, see that everybody always wants to say that I say you can't go where you want. Like Dorothy, let's say
Right.
we don't agree tonight, and I say, Dorothy, you go wherever you want. But all I'm saying is that if you're this and that and the, I can't have you here. That's all that I said to Rabbit. Well,
I think when he said that, he meant like, oh, I can't go with where I want without you getting upset with me. Not that, that's what he meant by saying that,
but
in my opinion.
so here's what happened next. Then I went away. We were shopping in Pennsylvania, and I started to get all these texts from Rabbit saying that,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, I'm freaking out because I think it was Kelly was going after him. And then
Yeah.
Martin Dehan had said he was with RDA. Now,
Yeah.
as far as I know, RDA, and RDA is they're horrible. Okay, they're absolutely horrible. But I don't ever recall ever seeing Rabbit Dog. I could be wrong. Maybe I don't know. 2 years ago he was. I don't know. But as far as I know, he was never with RDA. So he was saying, please, please, you've got to help me. Everybody's against me now. And he was literally having a nervous breakdown, okay? I must have had, I don't even know
Yeah,
how many
I
emails, and
can
I was in
imagine.
Pennsylvania, okay? And I said to him, and
Okay.
he said, Carolyn, you can't cut me
Was it
off.
Pennsylvania for the flying squirrel?
No,
Oh,
that's,
we'll get there, but I
yeah.
just thought I'd poke fun
Yeah.
again.
No. We
Sorry.
already got the flying squirrel, and the flying squirrel is making the noise in the wheel. He's running in the wheel. But listen,
Okay, we're gonna get to that.
yeah. So
Okay.
he was going crazy, and my husband said, like, what? And I said, Rabbit is going crazy. He's saying that I can't cut him off like this. I have to talk to him because people are turning against him, and I'm ruining his whole life. And I mean, he was off to the races. Okay, histrionic, everything.
OMG.
So
Wow, that's what I'm talking about. People taking this too serious.
okay, so I
don't
said,
understand
Rabbit,
that.
calm down. I said, I am out of town right now. I will talk
Right.
to you, but you've sent me so many emails, I can't even read them now. Okay, I'm out with my family. I don't, get a lot of time with my family. I want to enjoy my time with my family. And I said, please, I will look at this when I get home. Please stop. I said, I'll look at it. So he said, so that seemed to settle him down. And then I think it was the next day, might have been the next day, Kelly had a live. And Kelly was losing her mind. Okay? And I've told this to Kelly.
Right.
I said, if you want to be treated seriously as an advocate, you cannot say, I want to go there and scratch her eyes out. And this is what she was saying on a video. Okay?
Yeah, threatening people physically.
You
really
can't
nice.
do that. Advocates
Right.
don't do that. Okay? Life coaches don't do that. If you want to be
Exactly.
seen as somebody, a moral person shouldn't do that. Okay? You could have a disagreement with somebody, but it's like me saying, Louis, if you don't get out of this chat, I'm going to scratch your eyes out. Like, come on. That's what I'm saying. You've totally lost it. Okay? So
Right, yeah.
that's it. So I saw her going crazy. Okay? And I said, oh my God.
I know. Carolyn, I know. Like veins popping, spit,
So
swearing, threat. I mean, I've never seen anything like it.
So I got on the panel, and Rabbit was on the panel, and I said, Kelly,
Right.
let me talk to you for a minute. I said,
Good luck with that.
well, she did listen. I said, as far as I know, Rabbit was never a part of our DNA. And she just turned, and she goes, oh, okay. And then that was it. The Rabbit, I don't even remember even hearing, might have heard a brief thank you, but not even to me. He then went off the rails just because he ended up staying with Kay. I felt very, very manipulated because as soon as he got me to give him the
Join the
the
club.
all good,
Join the club. I did too.
okay, then he was all squared away, and then he went on Kay's every time she was on, and then you had Emily
Oh yeah.
going on there following him around like a little puppy dog, and it was just a
God.
ridiculousness
So annoying.
that was going on.
Oh my God.
Right? So then he was just, from that point on, I was horrible because he then hooked up with Lewis and with Kay, who did not like me, and he started to join in. He started to name call. He started to be very petty. Something I had never seen him be is a petty person that would go attacking someone's looks or attacking someone's family life or whatever, and that's what he became, a very, very petty person.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that was it. And then he anytime he had a live, somehow it would get back to me and I would be the most horrible person ever, and that's the way it's been. And then when he really crossed the line, because Emily had been going to town, and Emily is irrelevant to me, so perhaps I should have said something sooner, I don't know, but she must have made 10 videos with my name in them, hours long, calling me out, calling Shanann out. She always did us
the
together.
C-word video was absolutely disgraceful.
Yes. And
She
then
thinks she made herself look much worse.
she thought it was beautiful. She thought it was a work of art. And that last video she did where she was crying in her bed, and she went from crying to then saying, "Oh, that C video is a work of art." I said, "Oh boy, she's really worried." And she came back and did one more video where she threatened Scooter and I that we were going to get papers. I mean, she talked like a deranged person in this
Oh,
video.
yeah, I'm waiting. That was what, probably a month ago now. Have you
Yeah.
gotten yours
She
yet?
said that she doesn't like to use her family members, but her brother-in-law, she said, was an attorney and he has the papers drafted. And I mean, she was speaking like an imbecile, really. Really, I have to say that because she was speaking in like talking to a 3-year-old. There's going to be a knock at your door and you can't hide from it because they're going to serve you a paper and you're going to have to sign it. And even if you hide in your house, they're going to come by the next day. Like, I mean, it was ridiculous. And she goes, and I'm not suing you, but it's going to be something that's going to be, you know, you're going to have to sign for it. It's going to be legal. And I had to, and I'm thinking like, are you joking? You're the one that has been slandering me. And I knew it was so bogus and so fake. And I don't think there was any coming back from this. The last few videos she made, she really just, she knew that Diane video was out there. She had hoped that was gone. She knew that her other videos were out there.
Carolyn,
Yeah.
the Diane video back.
The Diane, we have the Diane video.
Yeah, I was
But
going
is
to
it
play it on my
uploaded
channel.
anywhere?
We have the
It
video
is?
in its entirety. Well, she knew that Scooter was going to come out with it. After
But
she went
is
ahead.
it uploaded? Is it available to watch?
We have it. I mean,
But
if
is
Scooter
it
up,
available for
if Scooter
everybody?
puts it up, it will be.
Oh, okay.
But she flipped on that one because you see, that would show all of her lies that she's been doing. Now, she begged Diane to take that video down. And Diane did. After she begged her and begged her and begged her and begged her, and I don't know what else she did to take that video down. But when she knew that we had it, then that night she went into that crying in the bed video. And then she went into that histrionic video where she said that Scooter and I were going to be sued. And it was just, it's crazy. She said it was her brother-in-law and he was doing this for her. And we were going to be, we better practice our signatures because we were going to be signing this paper. And I'm just like, come on, sweets. This is, you really think you sound like normal now? You don't. And of course she deleted it immediately, but I recorded it. Okay. But she deleted it like instantaneously. And then I think when she knew that we had all these videos, and we had a video where Rabid Dog annihilated her, called her every name under the book in this video. And she knows we have that too. And, you know, so it's like these people think they can get away with all this crap and you ignore it for so long, because that's what I was told. Ignore it all, but collect the evidence. And that's what we did. We ignored it all, but we collected the evidence. And then when I said,
Carolyn, I think that you ladies should forward those videos to my email and I will take care of them if you want me to.
When she knew this, and when I finally said that enough was enough, because ignoring Robbie, ignoring Emily, ignoring all these people got worse, okay? And what they were doing was stuff that was slander. And it was very funny. I thought it was very, very funny that Robbie said he was going to sue me because his channel was monetized and I was affecting his income. Well, you know what? My channel is my income. And these people had no qualms doing what they have done to me. Video after video after video after video. If anyone has grounds to sue, I do. Okay? And I have the proof in all ways. And so, you know, I think it's so funny because they say it's a hobby, it's this, it's that. But the minute someone comes and tells the truth on them, they want to scream, I'm going to sue you. But they can tell the most outrageous lies, call somebody this, say somebody's lying about that, start contacting and stalking people's family members. I mean,
Or they're the ones being attacked.
they're the ones being
No.
attacked, lying like crazy. It's just, it's absurd to me. And Robbie has just crossed so many lines and gone into people's real lives. And he always says everybody's going into his real life, but he never shows a shred of proof of anybody going into his. They all say they have death threats, but they never show the death threats. I've shown those all. People are here when I receive them. It's just, it's sickening, okay? Because they think they can get away with this. So finally, when I took a stand, it was the best thing I ever did. Because then because Robbie would delete, Emily, she would delete and it would be gone. And do you know when Scooter put up a little thumbnail thing saying that the Diane video was coming and that this woman has been harassing me for ever how many months, she lost her mind that night. And that's when she went on and said we were going to be sued. And that's when she deleted her channel.
And I didn't put it up. The reason I haven't put it up isn't because I was afraid of getting sued. It's just she had such a horrible freak out about it and left YouTube. So
I don't think she left YouTube. I think she's here under alternate names.
Probably,
Mm-hmm.
probably.
Yes, I definitely don't think she's left YouTube.
Yeah, she was under a Jesse Marshall and I forget what else.
Mm-hmm. You can see by certain comments. I think she was under It's a Hobby channel, Jewels of Thought. She was under different names.
Did you notice recently how Rabid uploaded an edited version of the C word?
Yes, but it
video,
wasn't an
and then
edited version. It was the exact. See,
Right.
here. Do you want to hear my
But
thoughts
I have
on
a
that?
point,
Can I tell you my
Caroline,
thoughts on that,
Caroline.
Dorothy? And you tell
Wait,
me if
can
I'm
I
right.
just finish what I was saying?
Yeah, you can.
Please, can I finish?
Sure.
He kind of told on himself that she had sent him that video for edits. And this is probably around the same time that he's begging you for help, that people are trying to ruin his life. So you can see the manipulation behind the scenes of it all.
No, actually,
is it being honest that he's helping her with that C word video against you?
Okay,
I find that dirty.
Listen, well, when he asked me for his life, it was October. The C word thing came out recently. So here's what it is. He could have edited it for her, okay, if he did. But here's what I think, and this is my take on that, okay? Because I know how she plays him. She doesn't want him, okay?
No,
she doesn't want him, but she wants to. For some reason, she thinks these women on YouTube want him. And
they do. For some strange reason, they do, Carolyn.
They haven't even seen his face. He could look like a foot. Okay?
Right.
You know what I mean? They haven't even seen the man's face. He could be, grotesque. But they hear his voice and they've fallen in love with him. And Right. Okay. And now
weird. So weird.
Yes. So here's the thing. She was playing like mean girl in high school. Oh, he likes me, right? To these other women. And then she was even going after like 57, 58, 59-year-old women that she was saying the most horrible things to because she thought they were after her man. And I've seen the stuff because it's true.
Oh gosh, I remember that.
Okay.
Ridiculous.
And it was horrible. And it's just like, I think she was like a mean girl in high school, and that's my boyfriend. But she really didn't like him. I think she did see him, and he wasn't for her. But she was gonna I'll tell you. When I was 10 years old, I did that with a little boy that liked me. Okay. I didn't want to have a boyfriend or anything, but when I saw that everybody else wanted him, and it was during the summer, and we were at the lake, I was like, oh, okay. And when I saw that, like, oh wait, she wants him. Okay, well then, oh yeah, Paul's my boyfriend. But it was just like that, just because I felt like all special because he liked me. So, and I think that's what she was doing. He did things for her monetarily. He gave her money,
right?
And he would listen to her, and he would be her yes man. You're beautiful. He would tell her whatever she wanted to hear. You're talented. You're smart. You're better than everyone. Everyone is jealous. And then she would come into chats and she would use it and say, remember, Rabbit, when you told me that everyone hates me because I'm beautiful? Remember, Rabbit, when you told me this and that?
OMG.
Yes.
Oh,
So,
really?
yes. So she used him like that. Then she would have lives where they talked about, like, oh, she was going to start a Patreon that started at a $25 level. And people were saying,
shut up.
Why?
Shut up.
They said, what are you going to...
25?
She goes, well, I can't.
Oh my God.
I can't. You know, I'm worth way more than that. What do you want me to start it at? $5? She goes, that's ridiculous. I'm worth much more than that. And right, Rabbit? And so
Wow.
him, you know, I don't know. Again, like I said, we don't know what he looks like. We don't know. But then when they had a falling out and they went on Diane, she said something very disrespectful to him about his deceased daughter. And it was very bad. And he said, and everybody on the panel told him, run as fast as you can. But I think she still wanted to get him back and use him to manipulate. And the thing she wanted to do was get me. Because like Lewis,
Right.
who
Well,
can't
she
get
used him
something
like a
small
tool.
out of his mind,
Carolyn,
she couldn't
she
get out of...
used him.
Yeah.
She used him as a tool
Yes.
to try and manipulate him to try to hurt other creators that she was mad at.
Yes.
And
yes.
unfortunately, it didn't work out for him.
Yes. Correct. And she used him, like when another creator was at her, he went in the chat with her and he was saying, oh, this Emily. He was a total yes man. And then they went in another one. Well, what happened was she made it known that she didn't like that he told me she was toxic and that I said he was in a toxic relationship. That bothered her very, very much. And she didn't like that he was emailing me behind the scenes. And she didn't like that he texted with me behind the scenes, okay? And believe me, I don't want anything with Rabbit. Like I said, he can look like a foot. I'm very happily married. I don't need that. So she then wanted to do something. So I think what she did when Lewis started to attack her, and then when Lewis started to show that his relationship with Rabbit went south, she said, oh, this is going to be perfect. So you remember if she went on his panel and he immediately started like a little puppy dog. But you saw what she did, right? As soon as she had a little toe hold in,
Carolyn.
no, that's not good enough, Rabbit. No, that's not good enough, Rabbit.
Carolyn, she went on on Rabbit's channel talking over there, hung up. He didn't want her to leave and actually was begging for her to come back and immediately came into Lewis's channel for hours with me and Lewis, knowing that would hurt him so bad.
Yes, exactly.
I was like, you're an evil girl.
Yes, exactly. And everybody could see it. Everybody could see that Honey Insight. Rabbit couldn't see it, but that nothing was going to be good enough, and he had to jump in a higher hoop and a higher hoop and a higher hoop. They're both very flawed people. They both need a lot of intensive therapy, really. Then she went on Rabbits, but she was immediately calling people, oh, you MRB biatches in the chat and this and that. Like she still had so much anger, okay? So it still didn't resolve itself. And I think what she told him, this is my thoughts about that CUNT video that he aired that night.
Right.
That was her same video. It was already aired on her channel, okay? It wasn't edited again or anything like that. It has already been shown on her channel in that same way. I think she said to him, because I don't know anybody else that's watched them in the past, she would tell him what to type. He said one time, he said, Emily, what do you want me to say? Or I said it wrong. He messed up one day, okay? It's like my husband. If you give him a kick under the table, he goes, what are you kicking me for?
At trolling.
Yeah. So,
Carolyn, she's terrible at trolling. One of her alt accounts, she meant to say he almost killed himself over Emily.
Oh, I know.
She typed, he almost killed himself over me.
He almost killed himself over me.
You just told on yourself.
I saw that.
Dumbass.
Yep. So, but she would tell him what to type in chats to say, oh, you got to say this about Emily, that about Emily, this about Emily. Anyway, so I think what she said, okay, she got him behind the scenes and he was jumping through hoops like crazy and she was getting a big kick out of that. And she said, well, you got to get after that MRB. What I want you to do is I want you to air this CUNT video.
Wow.
And
Right.
I believe she was the one typing in Rabid Dog's account that night. That
I think she had access to his channel. I think she probably.
Oh
let her
yeah, she
log
had
on
to.
it.
I'm sure she,
Me and
you know,
Louis
of
thought
course,
that,
to prove
that she
right.
had access.
And to type
right.
up there, like you know, like just give me that, or told him what to type, and you better say this and you better say that, because you should not have been emailing her saying that it was a toxic relationship. So I want you to be as nasty as you can to her. I want you to air this video and I want you to say this. Then he came about with that fake apology on the community post. And I typed in there something to Rabid, to which I don't think he ever responded. And he's never really, he made a soccer video maybe. I am surprised she has not made him give her that channel, because she deleted hers. I would almost think the next step would be that, Rabid, that's it. You've got to give me that channel because you made me delete mine in a huff, and I get that channel.
Like, do you think it's deleted? I think it's private.
No, it is deleted because it said this channel does not exist anymore.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So I think she deleted it because she got so scared about, she couldn't come out as Emily anymore. She knew that Diane video was around. She didn't ever want to be associated with that. I think she's back on YouTube, but she's back, maybe she does clip videos. Who knows what she does? I think she's on in another capacity, and but she doesn't want to show her face anymore or put her name out there or anything like that. I think that's what it is. I think she was behind
And
that
she
whole
had
video.
begged Diane. Remember, she had begged Diane.
She begged Diane to take that down. And I think, you know, that now her and Rabid, I think he knows he was used totally, and that it just really bit him bad. Okay, because people saw.
Yeah, but he's gonna go back for more, Carolyn.
Oh, of course he'll go back for
trying to
more.
get
He's
back
just,
to her.
yeah, he's
He
that
will
kind of a
never
guy.
stop.
Yep,
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's time to get pathetic.
it is.
It's ridiculous. What an embarrassment. Have some shame. You should be so embarrassed. Oh,
Yeah.
and her too, her behavior is toxic and evil. With all these alt accounts, she's not even good at it. Nobody likes her. Go away. Go into, like, I don't know, cleaning car community or van life community. Just get away. You've already ruined your reputation.
Yeah, she tried the wrong things to try to get ahead. Like, you know, I mean, it just,
dirty.
It made her look so bad.
Oh,
That's what I mean about pettiness. It just, and
I agree with you. But you have to know, Caroline, all through that, I wasn't really supportive of what he was doing. I was still in the chat and defending him if somebody left a comment or if somebody responded to me, but I wasn't supportive, and he was lying to us. We didn't know he was talking to her again. He just sprung it. Now, I had left on my own. I had created the chat box and I sent him an email. Very kind email. Like, I'm going to do a true crime channel. I have a lot to learn, blah, blah, blah. The next thing I know, the next morning I get in, because you can't damage his ego. His ego can't take it. So God forbid, how dare me try to not be a part of the channel anymore. We didn't have words, fight, nothing. So then he sends me an email that him and the mods had a vote, and then come to find out there was never a vote. He's a liar too. And we decided that we don't want you to be a part of the channel. Basically, we're trying to streamline. And then even went on the next day and said that he didn't mention me by name. That you're going to notice there's a few less mods. We're just trying to minimize. But he could have just not mentioned it at all, and nobody would have noticed I was gone. Tell you the truth. But his ego couldn't handle it. And he had to make it look like it was his decision when it wasn't. I deleted my account and created Chatterbox. But I don't know why that hurt him so bad. I didn't say one rude word to him. I was very gentle because I knew how sensitive he was. And so that's just the way he is. You don't understand. But there's so much more to the story, Carolyn. And I really think you should talk to Lewis too. I mean, he said some things you don't like, but just to understand the dynamics, you got to remember, he came into YouTube and his friend was rabid. I mean, that's mostly all he talked to. And all he was hearing was the lies and negativity from Rabbit. And now Lewis is starting to realize that he was lied to and manipulated. So is he still going to be opinionated and maybe abrasive sometimes? Probably. I am too. But I think that if you understood how much he was lied to and he was just being a fiercely loyal, probably too loyal friend, you would have a different outlook. I'm sorry, I have bronchitis.
Right.
I'm just getting over it. What do you think of that? I mean, and I'm not a peacekeeper, a peacemaker. Like, I don't try to put people together.
Well, I think my
that's
problem more than that is just the things that are being said about Shanann still to this day, and they shouldn't be. They shouldn't be. They should not
Well,
be.
I don't think his videos have been about Shanann. Oh,
The other night they were talking about her. The other night
I was
when
gone.
That
I went
yeah.
for a family emergency. Yeah, honest to God, I left because I had a family emergency. I had to go, and I never watched it, so I'm at a loss for that. But just understand how he entered and what he was being told about who. He didn't know anybody. Nobody. He didn't know who you were. He didn't know who Emily was. He met Rabbit on Kay's panel, and for some reason, Rabbit just attached himself to him. Like,
I'm right
attached
here, Dorothy.
himself.
I'm just getting Scooter. I'm just getting a drink because I needed.
Okay.
Okay,
water.
go ahead, honey.
Yeah, I'll be right. I'm right here. I can still hear you and everything.
Okay.
I can.
Go
Okay,
ahead,
do you have
Dorothy.
anything to add to Scooter about all that? Because we were really lied to. And then the way he treated me after I left and to lie on me, like to say that, I don't know why it couldn't be, oh, Dorothy's gonna do a true crime channel. This is the name. I even told him the name of it. Let's wish her luck, and here is the channel name. That's
Interested
what a
in anything
decent
about
friend
Emily.
does.
You know, all he wants to do is get Emily.
Right.
That's his whole
Yeah.
thing right there. He'll do whatever she wants.
But yeah,
in my
Mhm.
opinion, I don't, you know, that's all I
but you
see.
can't have a friend and have that friend hate watch her, criticize everything. Look how disgusting she is. She's lying about this. She bought some stuff, blah, blah, blah. And that's all he's hearing. And then one day out of the blue, hey, I have something emergency to tell you. And Lewis is at work. He's like, dude, what? What's going on? Just tell me. Well, I need to talk to you personally. Making a big crisis out of it, like crazy stuff. I mean, this is a girl he never met in the flesh. Put that in perspective. That's
Yeah,
nuts. So,
Right.
I mean, crazy. So, and then it was bumpy the whole time too. So then he was like,
But
dude, now you gotta
what
be
I-
curious. And I'm kind of worried because he knew that Rabbit was so fragile when it came down.
okay, but I know you guys are like on a roll here about all this,
Oh,
but
go ahead, honey.
what made you turn against Carolyn? All this stuff here that you're talking
I don't
about?
think
now?
I necessarily turned against because I think my opinions were, I really thought, honest to God, I did too, Scooter. And you know I did. And now you're telling me honestly, Dorothy, it was sarcastic. So I'm believing it now, okay? But I really thought those squirrel videos were real and that she slighted you like
But
that.
Dorothy, you're a
And you were doing-
Bostonian, aren't you big on the
Yeah.
sarcasm over there?
Well, not, I mean, she was just so, I mean, I thought I saw her crying. I mean, to me, it looked convincing. I don't know. I don't know, Caroline. I really did. And I hope your son's enjoying the squirrel. And I just thought that you
My
slighted her
husband-
like that.
It was supposed
What
to
a
be for
terrible
me,
thing to-
Dorothy, but my husband stole it.
Yeah, Jimmy stole
squirrel?
Rocky.
Yes,
Jimmy, what's wrong with Jimmy?
he stole the
Jimmy
squirrel.
better give that squirrel back.
But Dorothy, that's my sense of humor. That's how I am. You know, my whole family's like
Right.
that. You know, that's how we are.
And I do understand now where you're being at, and I even took it a step further because I have seen some of the most manipulative behavior, and I'm thinking to myself, and then I'm trying to be like, figure it out. I'm like, did Carolyn tell her to say it was just a joke because Carolyn doesn't want everybody to know
No.
that really happened?
I can't say
I'm
for her.
serious.
She doesn't yes me.
I want to be
Listen,
honest.
honestly, listen. I said to her, I was trying to make her be a yes man, and I said, Scooter, French fries are better without, and she goes, no, I can't have, she won't, she's always the devil's advocate, Scooter. She doesn't say whatever I can't make her say something she doesn't want to say.
Right. Well, you
That
know,
is
and
very
then like,
true. That is true. I'm not going to say
well,
something.
I do
if I don't
believe it now.
it.
If Scooter's being so adamant about it, I do believe it. Oh, Carolyn, I honestly do, that she was just being funny. So I'm sorry that I said that. But seriously, me even,
Totally, Dorothy. If you watched any of my videos, you would know that's my humor.
We always joke.
well, I
like
do.
that, yeah.
I watched your granddaughter videos. I go into your lives sometimes. You've seen me in there. I support your channel. I subscribe to it. I mean, I really think you're so funny and a kind, loving person. I really do. I just really like you. And, you know, people in the chat criticize. I'm sure she does. No, I do go to Scooter's channel a lot. And I respect you, Scooter. And me and her have never called each other names or got violent with each other. We've disagreed, and she has been assertive. And I can appreciate that. I don't take offense. I'm not sensitive like that. So I can, you know, debate a person.
Okay,
Well,
now.
I take 99% of stuff on YouTube with the grain of salt. But, you know, with my friend that I really care about, and I know how much pain she's in, I don't, you know, I try to ignore most of it, but sometimes I just can't. And that's like when I came on Lewis's, you know. Sometimes I've had enough.
I don't know. I don't go on Melissa's channel. You guys talk about Melissa Jade. Why do I?
Oh, I don't know Melissa Jade at all, so don't worry about that.
I don't watch.
I don't know.
Not at all.
So then you came on Lewis's panel, and I jumped right up because I wasn't going to let anybody know you. Nobody. And but you really made me think. Honest to God, Carolyn, it was a combination of two, Scooter and Lewis, because I said, well, I've lost my parents over the last couple of years. We're all grieving in some way, and Scooter was like, but that's her son. I said, I know, but it's grieving. And then Lewis checked me, and he was like, no, it's not the natural order of things. Think about it. And he really made me think about it.
Right.
Like, oh my God, you're so.
Thank you, Jeremy.
I put myself in your shoes for a minute, and that, like, to think of one of my boys, I'm gonna even cry. Die? Oh no, that would crush me. So I am really sorry, Carolyn, that I thought that video was real. And I never criticized or said anything about your son passing, honest to God. I mean, it's a terrible tragedy, and I'm so sorry. And but other than that, the only other issue I have been boisterous about is that, like, after I became a mod for Rabid, I just don't think that it's fair that just because I'm modding for him, and I even think you're going to agree with me, Carolyn. When I come into your chat, they shouldn't be like, oh, there's Rabid's mod. What are you doing over here? Why can't I enjoy your chat too?
Well,
I don't have any moderating
can I tell you something? I'll tell you something. Once, when I first started on YouTube, I had a moderator that was a moderator in another true crime channel. And do you know that?
Yeah, but I'm not your moderator.
No. I'm just saying. This is my first experience. The true crime creator came over to me, and we never had any words or anything. And the next day, that person went back into that chat. She didn't have a wrench, and she was crying. This woman was an older woman, okay?
Really?
And she was crying and said, "Please, can I have the wrench back?" And he said, "No, you're a mod at a competitor's channel," and that's what they said. Right. So, you mean there are creators, there are people that have stuff like that, but because we're trolled so bad, Dorothy, that if somebody sees someone here that is very close with a creator that's ripping me apart day after day.
I'm not very close to him, though. You know, I wasn't very close to him. I only had a wrench. I didn't talk to him on the phone. I only talked to him once when he first came back over a private stream yacht. I think people really thought I was much closer to them than I was. He was much closer with the other mods. They would do the WhatsApp app and other apps, Discord, whatever they're doing. I never joined those things.
Nana T is saying that you said Jimmy falling down the stairs. She said, ask you what you said about
I never knew Jimmy fell down the stairs. Tell Nana to stop. Find where I said. I didn't even know he fell down the stairs, sweetheart. Never even knew that. Just
I don't think that was Save Robbie. I think Nana that said it's fake. Save Robbie I say and that? Truthy.
I'm not an evil, mean person.
Wait, I want to make sure. Nana, do you know this is not BBT? Does everybody know this is not
Nana
BBT?
Hates me. She insulted me, and two scooters, and I tried to reply, but two scooter protected her. But I respect it. But I wasn't rude in my reply. I just said, "What? What's wrong with
And
you? Why are you
Dorothy, I mean,
chasing
you
me?"
have to understand that, like I said, the stuff that came out of your comments were not nice about me.
No, well, what you called it lying, but my opinion was that she was being serious in those videos, and then you're like, "Stop making up lies about me." That's not really making up a lie. It's my opinion on True Scooter's video.
But Scooter
There's a
was telling you
difference.
like many times, and you kept saying, "Oh no, she's just doing
Yeah,
that.
but
She's
I
telling."
thought she was protecting you because that's what True Scooter does.
No,
But then I
she
also
doesn't.
thought
She
about,
really doesn't.
yeah, she loves you. She loves you.
But
She's
she
loyal
does.
to you.
But she really doesn't. She won't go against something like she'll be like, "No, Carolyn, I think that's wrong." Everybody, you know what? Dorothy is so funny. All these people that call me a cult and they say I'm a dictator and stuff. Half them are those channels are the ones that do it. I don't do that. I don't dictate to people. I don't tell Scooter that she can't go to this drama channel or that drama channel or whatever. I can't make her say something she doesn't want to
That's
say. I
actually
don't have
been
that kind of
proven
power,
too.
and I don't try to do that.
It's been proven that you don't do that because she came into Lewis's last night and actually hit the link. So you're not saying don't go in there. So that's been proven. So I'm going to concede to that and say I do agree you don't do that. But when I know you can't control it. You know what? I'm trying to put blame on you for what happens in your chat, and I know you can't control that 100%. But when I'm coming in, and I think your perception of my closeness with Rabbit was way off. Which my relationship with Rabbit is what you saw out in front of the world to see. I never talked to him privately except for once, and he wanted to talk about Emily, of course.
So
Yeah.
basically, Dorothy, you're saying it was my videos that made you not like Carolyn.
Not, I never said I didn't like her. I said I didn't like the way she treated you. I thought that was cold, rude. You went out of your way to come bring it, and I thought she slighted you. Honest to God, I did.
Yeah. Okay. I had to keep writing in there, this is a joke. This is my humor. Blah, 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 Yeah. Yeah.
I really did think, and Carolyn, you have to know too, like even in your chat and other chats, some people don't want peace. They don't want people to make up. They just don't. They're going to make up things and say it like it's truth. I never knew your husband fell down the stairs. But if I wasn't here to tell you that, you would believe I said that about your husband. I would never say that about someone's husband. That's not how I am. I feel bad if he fell down the stairs.
He did. He fell down the stairs. It's on video. But everybody is laughing because he was okay and it was extremely funny, but it was very real and it wasn't anything scripted or planned. And he got a big bang on the head and a big bruise and
that's not funny.
and it's very lucky that he's alive. It really is, but it was very scary. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, after the fact,
it wasn't just a little slip and fall. Ha ha ha. He got up, dusted himself off. He was
tumbled down the stairs in a red union suit. He tumbled down in a red union suit.
What's a union suit?
It's like one piece long johns.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Why did he have feeties on? Did you have feeties on?
No union. No.
Oh, okay.
But he fell down and he actually did like a forward roll all the way down the stairs to the bottom.
Oh, I didn't see it. If it's still up,
it's still up. Yeah, because I keep my videos up. Just put Jimmy falling down the stairs.
That's so admirable.
It's about 42 minutes in to the video.
I respect that you kick them up because if somebody says Carolyn did this and this and she did it, but they can go look and research it. Go look, and you'll see the truth. So I respect that. There's so.
Could I ask you, Dorothy, why you came in here tonight to, tell Carolyn?
I was just on my computer, and I saw that there was somebody live. There wasn't much going on. So I figured I'd just come listen because sometimes it could be interesting. And I did notice the title said shopping and rumors. So the rumor word intrigued me. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't want to watch anybody shop.
You didn't want to come in to watch me eating a salad?
Well, I didn't mind that you ate the salad. I know you felt self-conscious about it a little bit. Like, please excuse me. But it didn't bother me, honest to God. But it's not a nice feeling to just have that weight on you that maybe I've made somebody feel bad and it wasn't appropriate or necessary and you didn't deserve it.
Sure, you have to watch that. I thought you were here the
So,
last
I
time
mean,
we showed it.
oh, I'm sorry.
No, I will show. You know what, Shar? You stick around because I'm going to show that falling down the stairs tonight.
Oh, okay. I'll stick around too if you're going to show it. And plus, I love how you're on at this time. Nobody else is. And that's why you have this great community of people. Some of them aren't very nice to me, but it is what it is. I can just ignore them and let them go. But Nina, I just really wish that she would understand. I don't hate Carolyn. I really don't. I just didn't think that that was fake. And then I didn't like the way I was treated, but I can't blame Carolyn for that, honest to God. Because a creator can't keep control of everything. And but I don't think it's fair that just because I had a run with Rabbit that I can't come and listen to the show and be in the chat. I wasn't rude to anybody. So why do that?
I wasn't
to
aware
somebody?
that was the reason you were taken out. And I mean, how
Well,
are
I
you
wasn't
here?
blocked.
Yeah, you weren't blocked.
I wasn't blocked once I exited. Oh, maybe I was blocked from my Dorothy C account back then. Yeah, I probably was blocked on that Dorothy C account that I deleted. So because I didn't do the crime channel and I did my Dorothy Marie and I'm doing a recovery little thing, that account isn't blocked. Ha ha, Carolyn, you didn't have me blocked. I had a new account.
Okay.
That's funny. I got in here. No, but I'm glad I did because, I mean, just to, just for you, me, and it just feels better inside in your soul not to be at odds with anybody. I don't like that.
Right.
It's not a good feeling.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
And
I
then
mean-
Kelly recently has just been a nightmare. I mean, the way she behaved and the way she's turning and the way she went to share was so spiteful and hateful, and she did it to hurt people. And that just took her to a whole
I
new
mean,
level.
there's no. Kelly and I do not speak anymore. In fact, when she did what she did,
Well, I
that
wouldn't
was
think
it.
so.
That was it. I couldn't. See, you have to remove yourself from toxic people. I believe that. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Not everybody can give you an apology, and yes, you can. There's some people, if they're really sincere and you've never noticed that they apologize and do the same thing. Apologize and do somebody that apologizes
Right.
and does the same thing. Forget it. Just go away from me is what I say. You're not in my.
Right.
You're not renting space. I'm not worrying about you. I just want you to go away from me. Okay?
Well, that's
what
good.
I say. Don't
Yeah,
give me your
because it's not
apology. I'm not going to give you. We're never going to be friends. You are a very toxic person. I don't want to be near you. Okay? So
I get that.
Go
Yeah.
away, right? But then there are some people you say, okay, you want to make an apology to me? Let's see, if it's true. If it is, you're going to give me an apology? Okay. But other people, it's just like, look, I don't need an apology from you. I don't need anything from you. All I want you to do is go away because you've already apologized and you keep doing the same thing over and over. And no thanks.
Right. And then people had an issue with the share thing. And, that thing, more and less, I'm going to be honest. I mean, come on. Obviously, I can't stand Kelly. And I feel like she crossed boundaries with me that no apology is going to work. The damage has been done, and just stay away from me. That's how I feel. My name shouldn't be in your mouth. I don't come around you. I disengage from every channel that is associated with her. So I just didn't want her to ever, comment on me again. But she had to bring it back up when she saw I was a mod for Rabbit. They would just every night mention me in lives, calling me a psycho. I hate you're just jealous or obsessed. I mean, that's just such a corny low blow. What are you talking about? Why would I be jealous or obsessed? That's dumb. But everybody goes to that insult when they have nothing else to say. But I did go to share because I knew it would piss off Kelly. Honestly, I'm going to be honest. But I never really spent time in her channel. I would pop in, say hello, and I'd bounce out. So I never supported, and I don't support what she has done as pertaining to any victims in her participation in their lives.
Well, she's
in any
also
way.
done some just really petty. Again, when someone's got to go to petty, when someone's got to take my face and write on it and put it up there as a thumbnail.
And she should talk. Like, come on.
That's what
Like,
I'm
stop
saying.
going
The
for
glass
people's
house
appearances,
people throwing these
because
stones is
my
ridiculous, but I don't
unmanicured
go
foot
that way.
looks
I
better
don't
than
have to.
her.
There's so much
It's
other
just
stuff.
ridiculous that she would do that.
Right.
It's just a low blow to keep
Yeah.
going for
And to keep it up
the
there.
appearances, the age. Well, I started a channel. I'm not going to say the name of it because I think that's really dirty to promote. But she came into the chat, and then she was saying, she called us names, got aggressive, and then called us old hags. And I said, oh, we're going to go there? So I just slayed her. And then I mentioned about their GoFundMe's for the wedding and the moving. Like, get jobs. Get yourself to work, you bums. And then they did a video where, they were, poor me, sad fishing. Oh, COVID happened. COVID happened to the whole world. Don't use that as an excuse. People lost business, homes. I mean, come on. And they're sitting in his apartment up in Canada with big stainless steel appliances, nice apartment. He has a big extended cab truck, a motorcycle. And then they did a little live where they went to McDonald's and spent $26. And there's people that are struggling to get that money together to take their kids to McDonald's. And you two bums keep setting up GoFundMe for a marriage. Where's the marriage? And moving expenses. She literally walked over the border. She didn't have nothing to move with her. So it's stuff like that I'm sick of on this platform. Taking advantage, conning people, being a fraud. That's disgusting. Make some videos, put out good content. People will send you super chats or join your membership. That's how you work YouTube in an honest way. But to send up GoFundMe's for your wants, they're not needs, they're things they want. No, I'm not cool with that. That's e-begging. Get jobs. And then he just went into this whole scenario. It was just pathetic.
Well,
and
the ones that
I
are
can't
always
respect
talking about this sad fishing and then everything like Truthy and all those people, they're the ones that sad fish the most. It's so funny. It's a deflection, and yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
Well, I agree because like he had mentioned that he had MS, but in a 5-minute video, they on the Mr. and Mrs. channel, they went to McDonald's. He's hopping and jumping and running, and he was working construction when COVID hit. So he does have it. I'm not going to say he doesn't, but MS, it's a very the illness. You could have very mild symptoms or very severe. So he seems capable. And then he said, I don't want to apply for disability because that's sponging. No, that's what you paid your taxes for. That's the system that's in place to catch you if you get sick.
People,
that's
yeah,
not sponging.
it's, whatever. I just, somebody sets up a GoFundMe and people give to it. There's no gun to their head, right? I mean, you could say, oh, wow,
Right.
this, that, or the other thing, but the end of the day,
Oh, excuse me.
oh, thank you
Yeah.
for becoming a member, Dorothy.
But Carolyn, because you're a creator, there are some subscribers that are more vulnerable to that type of manipulation.
Oh yeah,
because they
definitely.
want
Yes,
likes.
yes. Like some of the truth channels are trying hard because they've been misled by people saying, "Oh, if you help us, we can get this person and that person, and we can get this
Right.
investigation." See, and that's all deception. Okay, because if you're deceiving
Yeah, I don't
people,
like that.
That's not good. That's not
I agree.
good.
I see the benefits of those channels. I really do. I think they believe in what they're doing, and I can respect that.
Mm-hmm.
But he's an elderly man, and when's enough going to be enough?
Yeah,
When is enough
I
gonna
don't
be
know.
enough?
I think that they, like I said, I see stuff, but it's like it's 3 years. Like, is it really going? I don't know if it'll ever.
Is it ever going to happen? That's what I'm saying. Because now it's starting to look like stalking and harassment and
See,
gang
but you know
bullying.
what it
And
is?
that's my
He's
honest
going
opinion.
with the script anyway. That's the funny thing. He's still going with
Right.
the script, just like as we read it. And when we say script, we mean that it was just not a literal, hey, you say this, you say that, but it was, you're going to cover this, you cover this. And he had already made 3 or 4 videos, but that didn't
Right.
stop him. He, in fact, has gone on and is going with this narrative. and started a
you know what?
website and got somebody told me he's already has like a $4,000 in donations for this book he's writing.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? Unless
But
it's
you can't
YouTube.
save some people from themselves. You just can't save some people from themselves and tell them this is not true. And everything that you read out was part of the original confession, and then part of the discovery, and then part of the FBI, and then part of
And
the
then
book.
part and
So
then
it
and a
was
good dose of BS to all together
right,
with all the
exactly,
drugging and all that stuff, and which
right,
they're going for. The couple of channels are going to continue on that, and if people have heard it and then you still see this and you believe this, it's like,
right.
are you that far gone? Yeah, those are the
And
cults, I
it's
think.
starting to
Those are
look
the cults.
obsessive.
Those are the people that are
Yeah,
brainwashed.
yeah, it's starting to look a little obsessive, and it's gone too far and too long. And if there's substantial things that you think that there's legal repercussions for, then go deal with that. See what happens. But he
And
does have a right to his opinion, as much as I don't like it, and I think he's disgusting and a fraud. He still, on this platform, he has a right to say it. And that's just the reality of it. I don't agree with it one bit. I think it's disgusting. He has to keep this case in his subscriber's mind as unsolved, and there's others involved, in order to keep talking about it. Because if he just concedes
but
and
that
said
is
they got the
deception.
right
You
person
see,
in jail,
that's where it's a scam, though, Dorothy. Don't you think?
right?
If he's deceiving them and telling them complete lies, and then getting
He
them
is.
to donate money based on those complete lies, that's where you have the fraud scam.
Yeah, that's fraud. And
That's
but
the
it's
difference.
hard
That's
to
the
prove
difference.
that
Because it's not that he's
right,
just saying, I hate rock music, hate rock. That's his opinion. Hate rock music with
right,
me. He's saying, rock music, we can get it discontinued. Like if he said, I know for a fact we can get it banned in the United States. There's I need money. Then that would be fraud, because he's getting a lot of the older people to buy
right,
into this, that this
exactly.
case is open and he's got inside information and it's fraud, and that's the problem. And I have very many emails from people that were taken $2, $3, $4,000, and they were women living on just Social Security income, and yet they
Right.
were
And
giving
they're
him
not
money.
taking medications.
Yes,
They're not buying medications they need because they don't have enough money. They're living on ramen noodles, and it's not, and they want to be liked and accepted.
yes,
And then they're being censored in a way that if they ask anything that he doesn't like, he'll be automatically blocking them, and they lose all their friends. So the manipulation goes very deep for some
yes.
people.
So
And
that's
I
where it
don't like the
crosses over and
treatment.
it's fraud, because it's not just liking a channel and then supporting that
Right.
channel.
It's lies.
There's fraudulent claim there.
Right.
That's the problem.
It's definitely a problem. But for him, if he doesn't keep the conspiracies going, then the story's over. So that's where the lies and the manipulation and the fraud is just disgusting to me.
And that's the problem.
There's other cases to talk about, very interesting cases. There's a lot of Freedom of Information Act requests he could do to get all the information and still keep his audience entertained. But he will not let go of this case.
No.
Will not. He has said so many times, I'm done. I'm going to leave it alone. If Frank comes in here and asks me to stop, I'll stop. Frank did. He asked him politely, please move on. And it angered him. He blocked him. And then he started bashing them. And I'm like, OMG, what the hell is this guy doing? And that's what makes him an unlikable character.
Right. And that's what they're going on the truth channels. It's the fraud, It's the fraud.
And I get it. And I admire their dedication to it, and they want to try to help people. But I just don't understand
It's
what
hard
the end
because
game
it
is.
seems to take so long, but then, a lot of things do. Believe me, a lot of things take a long time, even with the FBI looking into things, because our laws are ahead of our technology is way ahead of our laws, and we've got, it's just crazy.
Right. Oh, absolutely. The laws haven't been changed since the mid-90s for the internet.
Yeah.
And that was the birth of the internet, really. I remember my first home computer in the late 90s. And the modem and the dial-up, and I had to do my phone code. So, I mean, they really haven't adjusted anything. Now, maybe See, even with Shanann's Law, I thought the idea was great, but there's so much, it's just so much. It takes a long time. And I thought better served would have been maybe set up a scholarship fund in her name to the drama or a drama school because she liked that at high school. Something like that to honor her because she does deserve to be honored. She was a good woman, a good wife, and a good mom. She was. Was she perfect? No, but she was a good woman, and she, of course, didn't deserve that. Nobody does. Even the biggest scumbag doesn't deserve that. But this case, for some reason, and then you got the other buffoons that showed up on the scene after the documentary, and they're just, oh, it's so nasty. If they wanted to really see what went on with the case when it first broke, there's tons of historical videos on all kinds of channels. Yours.
Oh, right. Yeah, exactly. And I mean, that's one of the things. Yeah, that I say, if you want to see facts, you'll see the police cam, you see this, but stick with the facts and don't get, I think like I said, people got so wrapped up in this and they thought it was like a TV show and we need to bring it back for another season. So we're going to go, but you can't, this is real life
Right.
and you can't do that.
Yeah.
Okay. You can't do that to people,
See, for me, if I had a negative thought about her or the family, I would never say it out publicly. I just don't think it's right. And why? What's the purpose? It's only going to hurt somebody. I don't like to hurt people. I really don't. It doesn't sit
Right.
well with me.
Yeah.
I gather my conscience just can't take it.
Right.
So, I
It's
mean,
just if you can't say
if I had
something
another
nice, it's a
thought, I
simple
wouldn't-
rule. If you can't say something nice, don't say it at all.
Exactly. Like,
Right.
there's no need to say it. Yeah, you don't have to go there.
And you don't
But
have to
did
be
you-
petty, and you shouldn't be going after
Right.
people's looks and people's whatever families and
Age,
people's
race.
relationships and people's children. There's no reason to do that. There's no reason
Right.
to do that. If somebody has said something, talk about their actions, talk about what they did, talk about what they said to you, or but don't go in. Oh, they live in this house, or
Right.
they,
Well-
she does look good. He doesn't look good. He, whatever.
Right. If you're upset about something they've said on YouTube, talk about that.
Right.
Don't go for the low blows.
Right, because
Because
it just
just
makes you
last
look
week-
horrible, and you've lost the battle.
it
You've
does.
lost the debate. No, if you ever taken debate class, you don't go after somebody's looks or anything like that, or they're short, or they're
Right.
tall, or they're skinny,
Or
or they're thin, or they're
jealous
old,
or
or they're
obsessed.
whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. The obsession, the jealousy. Express yourself. What is the actual issue? And that's how I like to write when I write to people. I want to respect them and just talk about the issues. I'm not a perfect person, of course. But like Kelly just last week, after all this forgiveness and blah blah blah, did you hear the public apology to me and the other girls that were
You
lost
got you
for
got the
before?
apology. See, I didn't get, I didn't even get a little bit of an apology. But I don't
she's
want
still
one.
fucking
I don't. I do not want one. That's the thing. I just want to go my separate ways. I don't want one. I don't.
Right.
I
Well, I
don't.
don't
I
accept
don't
it.
wish
I
her
don't
ill
accept
will. I don't wish people ill
Me
will.
neither.
See, vengeance is mine, said the Lord. You know what I mean? I'm not to judge. I'm not to. That's it. I just good at being the best person I can be, and I want to have a good feeling when I lay down my head at night, and
Right.
it's not for me. I don't wish
Exactly.
ill will on people like that. I don't do it. It's
Yeah.
not what I do.
Right, exactly. Like I don't accept apology, but I wish you luck.
Right.
Go
That's
your
what I'm
own way.
saying. Just
don't
go.
have my name in your
You
mouth
know what?
anymore.
You don't need to
And
give me
I
an
only have to
apology.
stop
I
that.
don't need it. Go ahead. Bye-bye.
Right.
Bye-bye. See you later.
Right.
Yeah.
And to apologize and say, I didn't even remember what I did.
Right.
Oh, okay. Because I cried for 2 days after you did that for 3 hours on a panel with people I thought were friendly with me. I'm not going to call friends, but friendly YouTube people. And they all joined in. And it was very hurtful to me. And I'm not a crybaby. Like that hurt me. And she doesn't remember it. That's even more of an insult.
Yeah, I
Really?
don't even know what
So what do you
happened because like I said, I was not a follower of Kelly's. I didn't know
Right.
her
It
very
was right
well
at
at
the
all.
Yeah, it happened right at the beginning, Carolyn.
Mhm.
And it was because of that live with all those people that came over from AD's channel. And I told her she had no right doing that. She didn't know the history. You're involving yourself in something that's over your head. And she took that and it angered her terribly. You cannot say anything to her like that. Like, her ego can't handle it. She will not take any feedback if it's not positive, even the slightest. And then she wrote to me last week. She's sorry, and they're reuniting because of friendship and love and forgiveness. I call BS, because she wrote to me something about the Wizard of Oz. If I was in Oz, and that I, on all caps, you might not go real life, but I do. And then she wrote, I know what agency or organization you work for, and I'm going to call your higher ups, and I'm going to tell them about your behavior online. She's going to tell them about my behavior. Oh, okay, kick rocks. And she's threatening me. And then basic Brooke, not so basic Brooke, but she's very basic, threatened to stomp me with her shoe. Who physically threatens people?
Nobody should be threatening someone's livelihood, someone's job. They should not be doing that.
Exactly.
Because
I have 2 children.
there's a lot more victims there. People have children, people have spouses, people have, it's just
I don't
wrong.
have a spouse.
Well, it's just wrong. It doesn't matter. So nobody should be threatening anyone's job. I don't agree with that. I do not agree with that.
Right. And then she emailed her former mods with background checks she pulled on all of them, but she didn't send them separately. She sent them all 3 at the same time with background checks, and actually insulted Paula that her husband had passed away. And you're an advocate? That's evil.
Yeah, I can't speak to what someone else did. I have enough drama.
Yeah,
I don't need other drama. But
no, I'm just
yeah,
saying,
no.
so
I mean, it's it's light out, Dorothy, and it's almost 6 a.m. And I know it's at the same time by you, and we've got to go to bed.
Yes,
and Scooter's probably falling asleep. But
no,
well, thank you for understanding.
I've been trying to stay away.
Yeah,
sorry, I wasn't
I
more
hope you
talkative.
forgive me. I subscribed and I just joined your membership.
Yes, I forgive you.
So
I'm glad that you
come
know
and
that's
chat.
a joke of the video, and I I hope that we can have any.
Then I'll have other videos like that, Dorothy. So don't think we're
just
But
don't
serious.
feel like
Scooter, that's
done
Scooter's sense of
anything.
humor, and it's my sense of humor. I do it
Right,
too.
I get it now. Yeah, I appreciate it.
I'll give you.
haven't
Let me
done
just give you one
anything.
example. And before we leave, I'm gonna
Okay.
I'm gonna end with Jimmy falling down the stairs. But
Oh yeah, we need the Jimmy stairs.
let me
yes.
tell you something. There was a funny thing. I got to tell you that Scooter got a new kitten. She found the new kitten, right? And so I said to Scooter, "You just go on your street and you just ignore all those lost kitten signs." Because she said it was at her thing. But now again, I am being sarcastic. Well, what happened, Scooter? Tell her
Right.
about the comment you got.
Oh, wait, excuse me.
That was pleasant.
A
Scooter.
lady
That
wrote
was
in my
pleasant.
comments
I'm gonna keep it.
that she heard Carolyn say that I probably took the kitten
from
from a little
who's
girl,
crying.
and the little girl was crying for
What?
it, and that she just thought that was so terrible that Carolyn would say that, and it was just awful, and she just went on and on and on.
And she never bothers Scooter about the seltzer, because this lady hated me because she told me that carbonated water would ruin my teeth. And when I told her that wasn't true, she went nuts on me. But Scooter
Can you
drinks it all the
imagine?
time, and she does never get aggravated with Scooter.
And
I don't think she
can't
ever
let it go,
watches me
Carolyn.
though.
Yeah, and
She won't let it
can't
go. She's been on it
go.
for a year and a half. And you know what? She really got her upset when I was kidding with Moo about driving pets, because Moo drives cats to Petco, and she went nuts about that too.
Gemini
It's so
Earn.
funny. But I'm
Oh,
getting
it's hilarious. I was
sense of
laughing so
humor.
hard once watching that lady and that other lady both messaging back and forth in a chat about you. And it was all
Yeah,
about
I
your
understand.
seltzer
It's
water
silly. Yeah, it's so
I get it.
silly. It really is.
and how they
It's-
watch you. One of them watches your live like 4 times in a row to get every single
Right.
Yes, the haters will sometimes watch more than the subscribers that like you.
Absolutely.
It's crazy.
But
Yep.
it gets your views, so come on in. Give me
Yeah,
a thumbs
that's what I
down.
say. Come on in, right? Yeah.
Come on. Come on, you hate watch me.
They're just
I
so
think-
serious about all this seltzer water. I mean,
Right? Like, let that go. Let it go. You know, and I don't think that I've done anything, I hope not, too egregious towards you. And I know you haven't towards me. You really haven't. You've confronted me. So, I mean, I can respect that. And it hasn't been anything that rises to the level of we can't move past this. I believe.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know if you feel the same way.
Yes, yes. I just hope that you won't write any more bad stuff because that didn't
I won't.
happen. And Scooter and I are friends, and believe me, I cannot convince her to say anything she doesn't want to say.
Yeah.
Nor would I try. I'm just not that kind of person. I'm not going to say. I don't dictate. Everybody thinks I'm this big cult leader with the Kool-Aid. It's so wrong. But okay, now you guys are going to have to watch your YouTube to see this, or you're either going to have to watch.
I have it on my Mac, so I'll watch it from there.
Okay, so ready? Because I'm going to show it now, and then we're going to sign out. So we're going to.
See, I never knew he fell down the stairs, and I think
Yeah.
it's funny that I'm
Jimmy
getting
shut
accused
off
of
the
making
power
fun of that. I
doors.
didn't even know.
So I had to go in to get the hatchback. Oh, it was crazy. We got it open. She's putting all the bags in. Then J Bells gets in the passenger seat, and I open the van door for Lisa to get in, right? But before Lisa gets in, I see, oh God, God, what the hell? What the hell? Oh my gosh!
Is it frozen?
Oh my gosh, Jimmy, I thought something was falling on my head.
I'm okay.
Oh, it's on a delay.
You fell down the steps.
What
Oh
happened?
my
No,
God.
I'm okay.
What happened, Dad?
Oh
Sneaking
my
down the steps,
God.
and I slipped.
What happened? Dad fell all the way down the steps. How?
I thought something was.
Daddy, how?
I was sneaking down the steps.
Yeah.
I was being funny.
Wait, what kind of ways you fall down?
Oh my God.
Oh my God, Jimmy.
He's like a blur.
It was February of 2020.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine if he died at the
Oh
bottom
my.
of the steps?
I know. I was thinking.
Oh my gosh. He
I would
fell
have
down
thought that
the
was one of your
steps.
sons if you didn't tell
Did
me.
you
it was
see
Jim.
him coming
No,
down
it was
over
Jimmy.
here? Yeah, he.
Oh my God. He was a blur, Carolyn.
I know he was
Just a
doing a
red
forward
blur.
roll. He was doing a forward roll down those stairs.
Oh,
She's only up to $20.
Let me see.
unbelievable. And you caught it on film.
Yeah,
That's a
I did.
once in a lifetime thing.
Then
Damn. I hope he's
J-Bells
okay.
gets
Is
in the
that why he's
passenger
wearing a
seat,
sling?
and
I
Here
saw
comes
him in
again,
some paper.
Dorothy.
for Lisa to get in, right?
Oh God.
But before Lisa gets in, I see, oh God, God, what the hell? What the hell?
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh!
Well, honey.
Oh my gosh, Jimmy, I thought something was falling on my head.
Reaction's hilarious.
Okay, honey, I was sneaking down
You
the steps. and I
fell
slipped.
down the steps.
What
Oh
happened?
my
No, I'm
God.
okay.
What happened, Dad?
I was
Oh
sneaking
my
down the steps, and I
God.
slipped.
What happened?
Oh.
Dad fell all the way down the steps. How?
I thought something was.
Daddy, how?
That is hilarious.
I was
Poor
sneaking down the
Jimmy.
steps.
Yeah.
I was being funny.
Did you have to go to the hospital with him?
Wait,
then?
what
No,
kind of
he
ways
didn't
you
have
fall
a
down?
concussion. He could tell he didn't have
Oh
a
my
concussion.
God, Jimmy,
And he
that's
just had a
good.
big mark on his head. He comes down later
Oh
on. I
my
think
gosh,
he'll show
can
his
you
mark on
imagine
his
if he
head. Let me
died
see.
at the bottom of the steps?
I know. I was thinking.
Oh, he
my
looks like he's limping back up.
He
He
fell
must have been
down the
embarrassed. Was he a little
steps.
embarrassed?
Did you see him
did he
coming down
thought he
over
was
here?
Yeah, he was embarrassed.
Yeah, he's okay.
He's laughing. You hear him laughing? He's laughing too.
They do, because there's video.
Until the
of
pain
it.
sets in, right? Because it takes a minute to realize, oh wait, I'm hurt.
Well, we were in our other house because I had just had the YouTube imposter that stay with me for 2 weeks.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I had dropped her
Oh,
off at the train to go back to the airport in JFK, and then I had come home and did that live, and Jimmy fell down the stairs, and I had met Lisa D too, and that's why I was telling that story. Oh my gosh, what a nightmare!
That was an eventful evening, right?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, absolutely. But
So you
that's,
have a video up about the J Bell situation.
Mhm.
What's the title of that? I've never really
I
listened
believe
to that.
it's you can search pathological liar, and I think I put
How long
J
ago?
Bell's. That happened at the end of December.
Oh, okay. So I can look towards the end of December. Excellent. I do want to hear that story because that's unbelievable.
Oh
to me
yeah,
that
that's an
you-
unbelievable story. Yep.
Oh,
Anyway, well, thank you
Yeah.
guys for coming in, and thanks
Thank you
for
so
putting
much,
up
girls.
with this, and hopefully we accomplish something tonight. I don't know, but we'll see. All right, hi
well, I
Sassy
hope
Darcy,
that
I've seen
can,
you.
Have a conversation with
Hope
Lewis
you're feeling
Carolyn.
better.
If you
And
think that's something you could do.
what?
Do you think you can have a conversation with Lewis maybe at some point too, live on a piano and hash things out? Because I think he was manipulated a lot, and yeah, some of his words were harsh. He'll own his words. He will.
Let
You
me
might not
sleep
agree
on
with
that.
it, but at least there'll be no hard
Baby,
feelings and no
baby, let
more
me sleep on
talking
that.
about each other. You know what I mean?
Let me sleep on that.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you. Thank
All
you,
right.
too,
Thank
Scooter. I
you.
adore
Thank
you.
you, guys.
Hey,
Thank you,
You have a good-
Scooter. Thank
you
you,
have a good
everybody in the
night.
chat.
Have a good
Thank you, the
night.
moderators.
Good
God
day.
bless. Prayers for everyone. And I hope you have a beautiful day and a beautiful
You too.
week. All right. Bye.
Thank you so
Bye.
much.